Welcome everyone to the 118th edition of the Home Theater Hub, where we talk all things home theater. I see that little ad in there. I never used to say that. I had to bring that in.
Wait, it just threw me off. I'm trying to figure out what ad is he talking?
Yeah, no, I'm lost here already.
I'm trying to get like Bill. Bill was the radio guy, so I'm trying to be like
the radio voice on. Don Hensley coming at you.
Welcome to the Home Theater Hub. What's going on, everyone? I know we're a little late. It is 9:30-ish. Right? We're trying to get a special treat set up for you. As you can see, we have Bill Murphy with us. Bill, what's going on, man?
What's happening, you guys?
So Bill has got
good to be part of the Home Theater Hub gang once again. It's great.
Absolutely, man. You're always welcome. You send me a text message. He sends me a text message. Hey Don, I got this thing over here. Maybe I should come on the show. Maybe I shouldn't invite myself. I'm like, dude, you're always welcome, man. So I'm trying
to put my browser in dark mode because it's so white and that's giving extra light on me.
Yeah, until you have monitor. See that's what I told you. Paul's got to have dark mode.
What are you using?
How do I do that? Do I do that in
you got to be an
Chrome?
admin.
You got to be an admin to do it.
They won't let you do it without admin. Yep.
That's why we pay the big bucks for the stream.
No. I'm just talking about my Google Chrome page. Yeah. My window is all white. I can't make it black.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. You got to be an admin or hack the exit.
But I am an admin.
You should be able to force Chrome to match your system settings, right?
What am I
Paul tried it for.
You should be able to, but no, StreamYard blocks it.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I tried.
Paul tried it for weeks, and then I finally gave in. And I'm like, Paul,
because I'm getting more light off of my computer screen than I am from my little broadcast light.
Yeah, you can't be in dark mode if you've got a glowing light from
right.
Yeah, exactly. See,
you can reduce the brightness on the computer on the screen.
Just turn it all the way down. You don't need it.
Yeah, but don't do anything. Just in case
glare off of that forehead. I was just going to frighten people. Anyway,
hey, you're a radio guy, right? You're not a video.
Got a face for radio, baby.
Yep, that's me. All right.
Oh man, so what's going on, guys? Well, first of all, if those of you that didn't know, I popped in like last week for like 5 minutes at the end of the show, so. Wanted to thank you guys for covering for me while I was gone. I listened back to the show. A lot of jabs that I owe you for each Abe and Paul. I do owe some jabs back and forth to you guys. So
it's nothing we don't say straight to your face. So. You got to admit that.
Absolutely. So, and I did my homework. So, Ike, did you do your homework?
I certainly did.
No.
Well, you're not Ike, but okay.
Oh, I thought you said Abe. Sorry.
I thought I did it last week, not this week.
So you did your homework last week. Abe, you said you did.
You're the late student, man.
Well, Bill, so
I didn't know about any homework.
You didn't know about the homework, so you were just.
You don't show up to class, Bill.
You were just invited today. So our homework
assignment.
Paul
I self-appointed myself homework as well.
He talked about a movie that he thought was god awful. So I said, you know what? We're all gonna watch this movie. We're all gonna partake and watch this movie and see what our thoughts are. And I will tell you, I literally just got done watching this movie and it finished at 9:10 Eastern Standard.
Oh wow! So you crammed it in before the episode. I crammed
it in. I couldn't miss my first assignment. So yeah. So first question I have, Paul, is what the fuck were you guys thinking when you watched the preview of this thing?
I'm still trying to figure that out, man. I'm actually worried, man, because I'm like,
right? Hey, I only watched the first 2 seconds of the preview and thought, oh, this could be a funny, interesting movie, which showed the lady getting down and then unzipping.
That was a good way to rope you in.
Well, I tell you what,
I didn't even see the rest of the premise at all. That's the only part I thought. I was like,
when you got Kate Beckinsale kneeling down to
yes, that's
all it takes. I understand, right?
That was I didn't watch the actual trailer.
I mean, I can't
Until
tell
after
from
I watched
watching you
the
guys
movie,
whether
and I
I
was like-
should have or should not see this movie.
Man, you shouldn't.
Well, just for the fun of it, you should. Just-
Now I think I kind of have to. 'cause
You
I gotta
have
see
to
what
at
these
this point.
reactions
It's
are
that
about.
bad.
it's
But it's
so
not.
bad, it's good. It's one of those.
It's not even. Yeah. I
No,
mean, I don't even know if it's bad enough to be good.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. By
Oh, there's
far.
worse. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I said a
So-
2. I said a 2. I didn't say a 0. I said a 2.
So, for those of you that don't know what the hell we're talking about, we're talking about Tiptoes. 4.2 IMDb rating, 22% Rotten Tomatoes, with an absolutely killer cast.
Oh gosh, the cast is
Cast is
Yeah,
amazing.
Gary Oldman,
crazy.
Matthew McConaughey, Kate Beckinsale,
Oh,
Peter
Patricia Arquette.
Dinklage.
Yeah.
I mean, just absolutely killer cast in this movie, but it was bad.
It was bad. Bad.
It was bad. I think all of these people were broke at this time, and they were like, "Yeah, let's do it." You know,
You know, fun fact, Gary Oldman was low on cash when this movie came out, and he needed something to keep paying the bills, and that's exactly why he took it, is that he had some bills to pay. And,
I mean,
and actually, because he got signed on, it green lighted the movie, so he was actually able to help everybody else who desperately needed money back then get on this movie. So
The question is, how much money did they possibly make from it?
yeah, that's a good question.
we have to box off. We have box office stats.
I think everybody was in desperate. Well, it was during the actors strike at the time, so there's a little bit of interesting.
Was it
history
actors
there.
or writers? It was writers strike.
Well, I don't know exactly, but it was a strike.
So we're not
Right.
exactly talking about a movie that gives your subwoofers a workout.
No, absolutely
Oh,
not. It's more of a love story.
It gives your brain a workout.
But, yeah,
Would you call this movie a short or no? This is a full length movie. Right?
No, this is a full length
Well,
movie.
that was a
movie.
bad joke.
That is a bad
Yeah,
joke.
yeah.
I'm going to apologize for that
No,
now.
I'm skipping right past that joke.
That was a
I don't
bad
want to be
joke.
that guy.
No, it was a very good cast, including everybody was in it.
My Google skills aren't the best, so let's see what it says. Tiptoes box office sales. What else can I put in here?
You would just do Tiptoes opening week ticket sales.
Opening week sales or something. Yeah.
Let's see.
So yeah. Anyways,
Current release with
so in this situation, you agreed with my review.
was a-
of
well,
the-
it was a 15-minute movie that stretched onto a short 90 minutes.
yeah.
But it was a 15-minute movie. I mean, but look, I mean, like I said, if you watch the whole trailer, I want to know what kind of drugs you were on and you thought that was going to be good. But
Oh,
but-
I didn't think it was going to be good. I thought it was going to be a full comedy.
but if you I can understand, you and the woman sitting there, and the woman's like, "Oh, Matthew McConaughey," and you're like, "Oh shit, look, Kate Beckinsale." I can understand that, right?
And you're like, oh, okay. Now,
There are a few
remember-
better
oh,
things I could recommend you could have done with that train of thought. But
Either that, or you guys are just in the midget porn, and that's it.
Now there I would not go.
Excuse me, little people porn.
Little people, right? If you learned anything from this movie,
Yeah, dwarf
is that
porn.
you call it's
DP.
little-
No, that's another porn. Never mind.
That's
So there it is. There's the truth right there. That factored in.
yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. We know how bad this movie is, and Michael Squires on our on the Daily Hi-Fi, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it was me and a couple other people, and Slim Jeremy, who's the one who showed us this movie, and he still owes us our money back for this.
Oh, wow.
I
Reverend
think
Slim
we'll
like
fuck
this
that.
movie.
No, he doesn't. He just said,
Oh,
"I
okay.
can't believe people don't know this movie exists." And it's like, well, there's a reason. we all know.
For sure.
He planned a movie date night with his wife, but didn't tell her how bad the movie was. Only
gosh.
just telling, yeah. So he's trying to. So we got to ask. We need to get him on here just so he can explain how well or bad that was.
That's probably the last date night he'll plan. He'll be allowed to plan.
I felt kind of stupid as I'm watching this movie. It's like, that guy looks just like Gary Oldman. How did they find a little person looks just? And I realized it's Gary Oldman.
Dude, I think the movie should have been. I think the script was 15 minutes long, and then they freestyled the remaining. Like they ran through the script, and I'm like, you know what, man?
Well,
Let's just freestyle. 2, I started watching it in the theater, and after 10 minutes, I was like, nah. I just turned off the theater and came into the office and watched it in the office.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I was
you
like,
watch my phone,
there's no point sitting in the theater trying to watch this thing. I came to the office here and sat down and watched it on TV, man. Because I was like, what's the point?
Now, according to Peter Dinklage, I did do some research after I watched this movie because, oh my God, I could not believe how awful it was. But he said that apparently David Bright, who I believe was the original director, was fired during this movie, and that his version was really good. And Peter Dinklage said that they wish they would have played his version because it was so much better. So apparently the studio re-edited. So what we saw was the studio's re-edit of this movie that, according to Peter Dinklage, is much better if we would actually watch the director's edition of this movie. That's just
I wonder if there is a director's edition. Am I going to have to
I
watch
don't
this
know.
damn movie twice?
The director's cut of Tip.
Yeah.
Director's cut.
I'm tipping toe around that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could handle an extended edition of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be 92 minutes.
Waiting.
92-minute cut instead of 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, and it just suddenly ended too. I mean, it was like,
Yes,
okay.
you're just like, what?
I'm like, yeah, he ends up with Kate Beckinsale. Okay, okay, I believe that. But
Yeah, exactly. That was the funny thing.
That was as believable as
Dude, I
Triple
can
X.
believe Fast and Furious people riding missiles, but no, I'm not gonna believe that.
yeah, yes, exactly right. I'll believe Fast and Furious before I believe it. That is funny.
Yeah. So bottom line. So recommend or not?
Look, if you absolutely don't have anything left in your crate to watch, and you've watched everything 3 or 4 times, maybe, maybe if you've already gone through your whole
You're
collection.
giving it more credit.
If you want a movie where at the end of
below
it,
a 3, it's a no watcher.
if you're just looking for a movie where at the end of it you just kind of go there and go, what the hell did I just want? If you're looking for that movie, this is the one.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever you're like, am I
No,
broken?
you have to have
Or what
absolutely
just
nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'll watch The Quiet Place at 1 a.m. before I watch this movie again.
I got a movie that has to come up in this discussion. Hang on.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh no!
let's see
See,
it.
we might get more homework. Oh,
We
this
got
is gonna
more
be awesome.
homework.
I got to
Got
give
more
a
homework.
quick shout out. Apparently, the entire family in Peru is watching. Right
Oh,
now.
nice. Very good.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
sorry.
And
Didn't mean
not
to
this
cuss.
conversation that we chose.
Yeah.
Apologies, family.
Yeah,
Not how it
yeah.
normally
I'm
is.
gonna apologize too. But hi, family in Peru. Hope y'all are doing good.
Now
The
we have
rest
to be-
of us are not
All
normally
right, can
like
we
this.
rewind and restart?
Abe,
now?
I can't guarantee, but the rest of us are not normally talking about crappy stuff.
All right, I have a story. I have a feeling I'm assuming all of you guys are old enough to remember this one, but maybe it flew under the radar. So it has a story behind it. In the late 90s, when this thing came out, I was in a bar in New York City and I was hanging out with a few friends of mine, and a buddy of mine who's passed away since, real dear friend of mine, James Lewis. He was actually one of the members of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh.
This one of the singers. And he was meeting up with a bunch of guys in a very snowy night in New York City, and he comes into this bar all disheveled, and he's like, oh man, and he's all worked up. He goes, I just saw the most fucked up movie ever. And he starts telling me just a little bit about it. And when I got home, I made a point of watching it. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. I recently saw that it came out in 4K, and I really don't know why I got it in
You had
4K.
to
There's
buy
no
it.
need, there's no need to see it in 4K, but it is a movie that never should have been made, in my opinion. And I don't want anybody to judge me by, knowing that I actually watched it. You guys familiar with Happiness?
I better put your full screen of
Happiness.
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 No, I
haven't.
haven't.
No, I
Yeah.
Oh my
never-
God, none of you have heard of it.
There's a
No.
good reason, apparently, but no, I have
It's a
not.
Criterion, and the director's name. I mean, I almost don't want to give the director's name any.
That bad, huh? You're like, no. I
But
don't
you
want
talk about an all-star cast, man. I mean, the cast in here is unbelievable. I won't even get into. I don't want to sound like I'm endorsing the movie because
1998.
Oh, maybe
1998
that's
Happiness.
homework assignment.
I
It
know.
got,
All
wait a
I'll
minute. This one's
say-
way too high. This got an 84 on the Rotten Tomatoes.
That
Does
must be
it?
a good.
7.7.
Well, based on our tiptoe scale, that's an amazing movie.
Well,
Yes.
okay.
Well, Rotten Tomatoes was 2.2.
Now I'm not saying it's a horrible movie. I'm
Look, I
saying
mean, look.
it's made very, very well. The
Oh, look, it's got John Lovitz, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Well, okay, all
the
right.
subject matter is beyond disturbing. It's the most, so let's put it this way. It's the most sarcastic title of a movie you'll ever know. Yeah. After you're done watching it, goes, how is that movie called Happiness? Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay. Well, this
Okay.
might be a homework
I
assignment.
think
That
it
might
should
be
be.
a
Don't
homework.
have, put the kids in another room and
Yeah.
it's,
All it says is there. It says it's a dark symbol.
don't watch any previews or anything. You guys were talking about previews before. I have gotten to the point in my life where I will not watch previews anymore.
I
They're just
agree. Don't
Way
watch
too
previews.
revealing, man.
Yeah.
They tell you the
Yeah.
whole movie.
I watched something. The last thing that I watched, it was like, I can't remember what it was, but yes, it was the entire. The movie was the previews, and that was it.
It really
I
was.
felt
It
like I
was like-
watched.
And then this happens, and then this happens.
Oh.
It's like, wait, why do I have to watch it now?
It was
You know,
I
Dead
hate
Man's
comedies that do
What
that,
was
where
it?
they
What
the
was it?
funniest bits.
Dead Man's
Oh,
Wire. or
comedies,
something.
that's
in the
one thing. I mean,
preview.
yeah, you're gonna laugh, but if it's
I-
a serious movie, my God.
Well,
Yeah.
like I've seen several comedies where the movie isn't even really that funny, except the preview bits.
Exactly.
Right.
Then
right.
it's like, what?
They
That's
got
not a
the only
comedy. I
good
mean,
parts from the movie for the preview.
yeah, the only funny parts were the preview part.
I
It's
know.
like, oh,
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys watch Happiness and don't judge me. Don't take it like Bill loves this movie. Don't think that. It's not for everybody. Put it that way.
Yeah, I
Fair
watched
enough.
this. I watched this Dead Man's Wire
Dead
like
Man
2 weeks ago, and literally, we watched the previews, and literally nothing different happened.
Hmm.
It was like, okay, well, I should have just watched the
The
previews
preview basically was the cliff note of the movie.
instead of the whole
Right.
movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, so but it's based on a true story, so or it is a true story basically. But yeah, no, so
I gotta
I
check
feel-
that one out. And there was a couple. Well, we'll get to my visit to your place today later, but there's a couple of movies I need to make note of that you showed me clips of today. I was like, oh,
yeah.
there's one I haven't seen. So that's
Now
great.
you gotta check some of those demo scenes out for sure.
Oh, he was
So-
over at your place?
Yeah, so Bill lives about what would it take you, Bill? About
About 20
25
minutes.
minutes, 20
Yeah,
minutes.
right up the
20 minutes.
Sawgrass.
Yeah, so Bill lives and we didn't know it, a long time ago. Bill and I got introduced. I was a dealer for Zapedi and Arvolution, and Bill took over helping out Raphael for
Yeah, for the
distribution.
first while when we were corresponding, your phone number is like, I think it's a Tallahassee.
Yeah, 850 number. Yep.
I was like, didn't even think to us. We talked a bunch before I even knew you lived that close to me.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come pick that thing up. He's like, what do you mean? I'll ship it to you. I'm like, I'm 15 minutes from you, dude. I live so, and I've actually been over to Bill's house to check out the Mag Theatron stuff. We talked about he's been on here for a theater tour also. So we'll have to go back and find what number that is so that we can reference it. But yeah, Bill's a dealer also. He's a dealer for Mag Theatron. I'm not sure of the whole situation.
I mean,
with
I have access
Arvolution.
to,
You
I'm
can-
still related with the Arvolution guys, and that's part of why what I wanted to stop in and talk to you guys about. We'll do that later. Talk about a new product that they have. So I'm a kind of small time. Not only that, but I've been basically out of commission for the last 6 months or so. Since my mom passed, and I've been taking care of the estate with my sister and remodeling a house. I kind of put everything on standby. A little bit of sales here and there in between, but now I'm ramping back up, and we're gonna get back into the game.
First of all, sorry to hear about your mom.
Oh no, thanks, man. I mean, it's part of life. It's the circle of life, my man. But it's so I had a chance to visit Don because I wanted to borrow a piece of equipment to use for this show, and so finally I got a chance to see the famous unfinished room.
Yes, the famous.
I saw a lot of 2x4s on the sides, ready for something to be installed on them.
No, wait a minute! Don't make it sound like I don't have drywall.
No, it's not open.
It's a room to be inspired by, because you go in and you go, what could this be?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the possibilities.
Possibilities.
Yeah, no, but and by the way, now that I know you did that whole ceiling yourself, when I do my proper room, I'm gonna use your assistance.
Absolutely, yeah,
but maybe not, because it might take like a year.
It's gonna take you a while.
No, just kidding.
2, 3, 4.
So, I mean, I guess this is a good time for me to talk about the experience I had in your room, because that this is a thing that's been going on lately. Because now and actually you're a co-admin with me with this new AV community.
First of all, let's talk about that real quick. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen Michael's videos, but just want to give Michael our best, wish Michael our best, because
he's doing a great thing. I mean, I don't mean to interrupt you, but in a nutshell, he is doing what this industry really needs, and I was kind of simultaneously thinking about doing it at the same time. So the first day he talked about starting a community home theater group locally, so that people could actually get a chance to visit each other and hear each other's rooms. Because that's the one thing that it's the big elephant in the room in this industry, is that 99% of the time we were all experiencing these rooms alone. And getting people to make time in their busy lives to come by and do it. But you get a group of 3 or 4 or 5 guys together. So tomorrow evening I'm having one of those. I've only got a three seat theater, but I've got a couple of extra auxiliary seats and plenty of room. So there's 2 or 3 guys coming over tomorrow night to do it. I already went to another community member's house last week and heard a whole Klipsch system, which I never really heard a full Dolby Atmos Klipsch system before, so I got to hear that. And then we're going to visit the other guy's place next week. So what Michael's doing is he's trying to bring all these communities together all across the country, so that you have, like, within a 20-mile radius, you've got a group of 50, 60 people.
Yeah.
I guess some got a couple of hundred. And
then
they
joined they just set up the Atlanta chapter.
Right. And so he's rebranding too. So they're moving away from the Obsessed Home Theater name, and it's now AV, or Community AV.
Community AV. Yeah.
So which is great.
That's what I was going to say. Sorry to hear everything didn't work out for Michael with Obsessed Home Theater. He's still going to be a dealer. Matt and Rusty, and Michael, they're all going to be going there.
I mean, you get the impression it didn't work out for him, or is it just a transition, really?
Look, in business, it's got to make sense, right? If you give something a year and a half and you're not killing it, it's like, okay, I need to focus on my regular business, or I need to, we need to cut ties, or we need to do this, or whatever. Right. I'm sure they were profitable to a point, but at one point in this video he talked about housing $500,000 worth of inventory.
Right. I think he jumped, had a lot of
and that then adds a lot of stress, right? If you're housing inventory like that, as a dealer, I don't house inventory, right? If you order it, I order it.
No, I know how much of a nightmare it is to sit on 3 or 4 pieces of stuff for a few months, and damn, I got to move this.
Right.
So I can't
have a living room full of stuff, and can't wait to get it out of here.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, and look, that's the way a lot of these dealers are going now, right? I mean, most of, Tech Enthusiasm, I don't think he carries any product. He just orders it. Maybe you get, clips, or you may get some Martin Logan that people have instant access to through big warehouses and stuff like that. Like I'm a dealer for Wave, and they, I can pretty much have access to racks and stuff right away. Usually there are some projectors, but like Kaleidoscape and Arvolution and Magnetar, all that stuff's like one-off stuff that people just order it and get it drop shipped to you or whatever. Other than maybe like a Value Electronics or somebody big like Dream Media or maybe even what's the Audio Vice Live, right? Those people may stock some stuff. They have enough overhead and cash flow that they can.
I think the safe
stock
way
their
out of that
stuff.
is to set up pre-orders and stuff, especially if you're importing stuff from overseas,
Yeah.
and pre-order creates an extra bit of excitement about a product, because you kind of feel like you're getting it
Yeah.
ahead of time. But so like if I can do that, like this product we'll talk about later, I've gotten the blessing from Arvolution to resell it. But I also know that Robert at Value Electronics has got access to Arvolution. He's sort of been a direct line for them while I don't want to get into too much detail about it, but I was with the Arvolution Let's Get Physical distribution guys for, 5 or 6 years.
5 years, yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
was gonna say.
and it's just, we all know how much of a niche, specialized kind of product it is, So the fact of the matter is that it's just not enough for a distributor to latch onto and grab a whole bunch of product and move it like crazy. It's a now and then sort of order. So,
And look, like you and I were discussing, the margins. It doesn't support.
Yeah, that's a whole nother,
It doesn't support a dealer to stock 10 or 20 of these things.
right. And then the 2026 costs of shipping these days, And so, but
Right.
so all of that, yeah. So basically, I'm going to work in tandem with Robert because let's face it, there's a lot of people that Robert, Value Electronics is a very reputable dealer, and they really only sell products they really stand behind and they work with it. So Robert's agreed to kind of work in conjunction with me. So I'll review the product, I'll promote it and stuff, but I'll also give people the option to buy from him. And
yeah, and after Bill is done with it, we'll have it over. I'll get the unit myself.
I don't think I'm letting go of this one. Because it's the upgrade. And I'm the perfect person to test this. And they kind of knew that because I've been, one-on-one with an Arvolution Player One 8K for going on 2 years now, and maybe more. But so immediately I was able to learn really the differences of going up to the Pro. Oh, you guys too, right?
I have all of them.
Yeah, we've had all of them.
I have all the versions.
Yeah, and you can imagine that my whole job has been half the time talking to customers, trying to explain to them the difference between Arvolution and Kaleidoscape and how different of an animal it is, and for a completely different customer, So
Right.
that once you get around that and understand it, and in retrospect, I realized it did take me kind of, I don't know, about a couple of years, but it did take me a while to really grasp what our video and what Arvolution is, and Zapiti for that matter, back when it was then, what it really is and how it functions for you. And it's just having access to all your Blu-rays right from your seat without getting up and changing the discs. And it's the same exact quality, and then, so you can't do that with Kaleidoscape, really. You can, but you're turning it into their content.
Look, Kaleidoscape doesn't have every movie that you probably would have in your catalog. If you're a collector,
right,
they're not going to have every movie on their movie store, right?
But also, like, wouldn't it be great to be able to incorporate your own video and your own content in with the Kaleidoscape content?
Sure.
In other words, like if your wedding videos or something, and they're custom, identified and poster work and all that, and have that up with the other stuff. I wish there was a way they could integrate that, but
to integrate that interface, right? Because
because that's what happens.
That's the wish from everyone, though. You know what I mean? That's the wish from every consumer, that they can provide their own storage and they can build out a server as big as they want to build out, and it's just
And the other thing, I'm sorry to interrupt, but the other thing about Arvolution is it's kind of restrictive about it, is that it's the it all goes back to the Digital Millennium Copyright Act and all that, the way
Mhm.
that's written and the way it's set up, and all over Europe, you can use the NAS, rip the stuff. It's for your personal use. It's in your collection. It makes sense. There's no reason at all why it should be illegal in the States because it's for home use. I mean, I almost see it's like when you see the FBI warnings at the beginning of movies, and you see they always use the terminology of home use. I mean, that should say it all right there. If you're not doing anything illegal, if you're backing up a Blu-ray or 4K and then just stays in your home and you're watching it and you're not charging anybody any money, then that's what everybody's doing. If whatever, that's the kind of restriction it is. And I think if Arvolution, that kind of product, or you talk about a combination of a Synology NAS with a Dune player or something like that, if you that whole idea,
NVIDIA Shield.
Yeah, I mean it's frowned upon because there's ripping going on and there's the possibility of piracy going on, but let's face it, there's not people using their software to rip 50 copies and take them down to the swap shop and sell them. That would be
not
illegal,
anymore.
Not anymore. That used to go way back.
That was before you can download it.
The LimeWire days.
The only objective of what people are doing when they're ripping for this purpose at home is just to maintain the same quality. That's all they're really trying to get. And Hollywood should
just convenience is what it's all about, right? Because I mean, if you, and that's the same thing that like the Kaleidoscape provides. You saw the Kaleidoscape today, Bill. I don't know if
I know, and I understand Kaleidoscape, and there's so much licensing, millions and millions of dollars involved in licensing with Kaleidoscape. And I think if a Dune or an Arvolution or some sort of an outfit like that got momentum and got very popular, where it was like a household name, Kaleidoscape would probably lawsuit them right off the planet. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones paying the millions of dollars to be in conjunction with Hollywood. So as soon as they saw something that incorporates ripping becoming popular, then it would be something they would probably, have the lawyer power to fight. I don't know. That's just kind of the way I feel about it, but it shouldn't be illegal in my opinion. And have you guys ever? There's 6 of us here on the screen now. Is there anybody that's ever met anybody, even like 6 degrees of separation, that have had an indictment or some sort of an arrest for pirating ever? I mean, has it ever even crossed anybody's?
No, not that I know of. But I mean,
such an empty threat. It never happens. You know what I mean?
Well,
I've had
It only happens in the sports world.
We got one.
No, mine's not as bad as that. But I've had my son-in-law was here and he was downloading from some site, and I don't know. I think it was the cable company or somebody.
The cable company. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they contacted me to say, "Hey, we see that you downloaded some stuff. You need to
tell
stop
you what
now."
the content was that knows what you downloaded. I know.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that would be so scary.
You don't do any of that off VPN or anything like that. But yes, they do, because and it's a lot of mostly for sports, especially sports, right? If you do
UFC stuff like that.
UFC sports where they pay those real money for TV rights. Yeah, they will flag you quick.
Yeah,
except you know what you're doing.
But I mean, it's like I've never heard of anybody that having to spend jail time.
The thing about it is that if they want to make an example of somebody, they can.
They do. Sure. They've made examples.
Yeah.
Well, then there's the whole Napster thing, and I don't know if you guys saw that documentary, that 2-part documentary called "When Music Became Free." That's a really, really good documentary. It explains that all the cats that were doing that stuff when Napster first started, they're all talking about the stories about how it happened. Eminem, I think, is the executive producer, and then and so everybody in the business kind of talks about this. And it was wild because when there was a really intense part in that movie where Eminem explained that he had a new album coming out and everything was always getting leaked. There was always like an engineer or a guy in the mail room that would take a CD that was a master, and then things would leak like months before an artist's new release came out. And he would take new mixes to send to whoever it was, his producer or his label or whatever, and he would put them in a box, like the one CD that he made to rip a copy. He put it in a box of like household items, like shoes and a coat and a whole bunch of other things, and just like hide it in the pocket of one of the things in the box, and he send it to the label or whatever, so that nobody would ever suspect that it was a CD. It couldn't get stolen out of the mailroom. It's just crazy
Oh, wow.
stuff because it was millions and millions of dollars they lost.
Oh
with
yeah, I'm
stuff
sure.
being,
Mm.
stolen. A friend of mine and I, when it was around 99 or so, we had a new Rage Against the Machine album came out on a Friday, and my buddy's at my house, and we're having beers and stuff. He goes, "Oh, that's coming out tomorrow, but it's on Napster. Let's get it." So we like downloaded the new album from Rage Against the Machine, and we get it, and we see the bit rate coming in, and we take the 20 minutes, and the whole album comes in, and we go in my living room to go play it, and 5 seconds of the first song plays, and then some voice comes on, and the music cuts out and goes, "You've been busted." It was a file that was disguised as the new album, but it was like they were letting people steal it and then ripping it and then telling they've been busted. It's pretty funny.
God.
That is how you get malware in your machines.
Yeah, I know. I'm lucky I didn't lose that computer for that.
For
So,
sure.
good
So
stuff.
yeah, no, yeah. I mean, look, I mean, the
The tangent we went on was that I made the visit to your place today, and I wanted to
Correct.
give my assessment.
yeah. So what did you think?
Well, my overall feeling was I forgot how big of a fan I was of Martin Logan, and I always wondered, sitting in my room, like when I listen to what I think is like the ultimate sound, and I'm like I know I've told you this before, but I'm mostly a music guy. I'm like a 70% multi-channel music, 30% movies guy. So I'm always listening to new Dolby Atmos mixes and 5.1 mixes and music and everything. And I always, when my system's sounding as good as it can, and I'm getting that feeling of like, wow, this is awesome, I always try to wonder what if all these speakers were B&W, or what if all of these speakers were Martin Logan? How much different would it sound? And it's so cool because when I heard your room today, I was just admiring. It's got this character, it's like you like Porsches and you drive a Porsche, and that's how the Porsche drives. And I was taking a ride in your car, in your sport, and mine has a different kind of ride, but neither one is better than the other. They're just different. They just have that character. And I was wondering, because when you told me you had the Emotiva amps, I was wondering how much of what I was hearing was Emotiva or how much I was hearing was Martin Logan. And it's when you have that many speakers and they're all AMT, you just get this, I don't know, it's a comfort sound that I love about AMTs. And Mag Theatron, when I first got involved with them, I was like, oh man, compression drivers, horns, I don't know. And they do a beautiful job, especially with the directions that they have and the dispersion that they have from, the built-in tilt that they have and stuff like that. But there's just that character that's Martin Logan, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, and I kind of walked away thinking that there was I know what I thought of on the way home. What I was going to ask you. Is there a chance that some part of what I was hearing is that your crossovers, are you at 80 or are you below 80 on your crossovers most of the time?
I'm at 80 hertz.
You are right at 80. Okay. Because what I thought I was hearing was something where I thought what I was hearing was what 70 would sound like, right? Because there was so much more power and strength on the lower end of your bass than the higher end. So it was not that there was a dip, but it was just a little bit of a emphasis on the low frequencies.
Well, look, I mean, there possibly could be a dip still, because like I said, I just
and then there's your room, right? So
yeah. I mean, I still don't have treatments, right? And also I'm running a mini DSP that I still haven't even calibrated yet.
Oh, wow.
It's just going straight through.
Well, that was very impressive. It was beautiful. Very sexy sound in those.
There you go, Don. Sexy.
Oh, Martin Logan is just always
he's gonna get up and dance now.
I always thought sexy was a good word for Martin Logan.
I enjoy it. Abe's been there, Chuck's been there, so
it's good.
It's for
the biggest takeaway I took was that now I know really why I have, I'm sitting here going, oh, I have 2 subwoofers. This is fine. This is filling this room beautifully. And you hear 8 subwoofers in a room and you realize why people have 8 subwoofers. It just makes sense. There's just the coverage, the blanket kind of feel that you get from that,
And you were getting plenty of tactile, right?
It's very tactile. It's very blankety, but also very impactful and tight. Tight was the first word that came to my mind when I was hearing the bass in your room. It hits, but it releases. So it has that.
The 15s are quick, man. They're pretty quick.
I mean, I have that too, to a certain degree with the Hammer 15s. The Hammer 15s have a beautiful sound to them, to their own, in the kind of the same way that Martin Logan has a signature sound. These Hammer 15s are golden. There's just something. Guys, they just get the calculations right sometimes with the right amount of cabinet space and the right amount of porting, and they just sound perfect. I love them. But
look, I appreciate the kind words. You didn't,
No, it's great. I'm glad I got a chance.
There's still a long way to go.
There's cool to see some content I never saw before. So you got to share those movie titles with me.
I think the price of admission there is to hang a piece of drywall.
There was no. You can safely tell them, Bill, that there's no need to hang any drywall.
No, in fact, the way you've got it laid out right now, like I could see. And I'm not exactly sure why you have a couple of diagonal 2x4s going across. I guess you've designed some treatment that's going over that or something.
Yeah. So let me show you.
I could see like all you really need is to put panels that have treatment on them over what you have now, and you'd be good.
Yeah. So this is what it's going to look like once it's all said and done.
Oh, is there a rendering here?
Thanks to Abe, I got an AI rendering. Of course, you won't see the speakers on this. Okay, so
it was a very rough. Just to kind of we were trying to figure out to get a ballpark.
But this is.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Right.
Yeah.
Lights in between all that too.
Correct. Yeah. So there's going to be some lighting that's going to go in there, and the speakers obviously are going to be hidden behind the wall, behind the fabric.
And just add like 12 more subwoofers behind there too.
So
why didn't we just put those up today and get it over with?
We could have for sure.
I was there. You had an extra set of hands, man. We could have gone for
it. There's no fun if it doesn't take 6 months.
Makes it more special.
Hey, Ike, when's your next video coming out?
Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to say that.
I can guarantee you before you do the next step.
I would take that bet. I would take that bet.
Well, I'm off tomorrow, so there's some work going to be done tomorrow. So tomorrow and the weekend, I still got 3 more days of vacation.
So I want to ask Chuck, like you've totally changed all your speakers. How are you liking the RBH like overall now? You've had them for a while now.
Wait, what was the switch from what to what?
He's got RBH.
I switched from Paradigms. The which line was that? The
Founders.
The Founders to RBH, and they also have the 5-inch AMT tweeter.
Nice.
And they're all matching. Even my Atmos speakers.
And the Paradigms were dome tweeters in the Paradigms.
Yeah, they had a waveguide and
right. Oh, right.
And they were a great speaker, but I was looking to get my speaker. They were towers and a big center. I was looking to get my speakers behind the screen.
There you go.
So now I want it on walls as opposed to I had bookshelves on stands on the sides and in the back, and I just wanted my speakers now on the walls and behind the screen. And but
that was the perfect Mag Theatron application right there.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I watched a movie today, which I've heard a lot about, and it's an older movie, but never watched it, which was Interstellar.
Yeah, pretty good movie.
Oh man, I tell you, when that ship was going through the wormhole, I felt like I was in the ship.
There you
My
go.
whole room, it wasn't rattling, but the sound.
And
I was thinking, I'm on this ship right now because I'm hearing everything all around me. I was just engulfed in it,
Yeah.
And
I've been to Chuck's Theater. It's really good. Those RBH do sound great, and not only for the movies but just music. Sounded
Oh
amazing.
yeah, the music as well. I listen to a lot more music now than I used to, and the Paradigms, they are a good musical speaker, but the RBH it's another level,
They're great. They're a great speaker. Yeah, they definitely are. So, Bill, listening to Chuck's system, the mid range is a little bit more pronounced in his
I would say, I
system.
mean, you remember my room too. I think you could say the same thing about mine.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, more almost sometimes abrasive in the mid range, like very stark right at you. Like if there's something like if a metal, I don't know why I'm thinking this, like a metal wrench bounced right in front of your face on the street. And it has this bite to it, it's like, and then I think in Martin Logan's, I mean, this because your system was literally, except for at M-Wave, but that wasn't the same kind of situation. But that's the first time I've heard a bunch of Martin Logan speakers together like that. And I just feel like that area, and I believe, and I'm not a frequency range expert, but I believe it's somewhere between 600 and 1,000, like right at the low end of like where the human voice range is, where that real mid-range there, it's like a little tamed. It's just a little bit, toned down.
Yeah, and that could be the way. Like I showed you today, like how I got it set up on my Lindorf, right? So I have there's presets in the Lindorf. When you go to the app, there's several different presets that you can go through, and then you can also tune it yourself too. So what I like to do is I like to use there's different voicings, so you may be able to see.
Right.
So I just got a house curve, and everything else is flat. So
yeah, I mean that looked, and that's what you had it set on when I was there.
Yeah. So everything else is flat. There could be, we could easily bump that up a little bit to get a little bit more. To get it a little bit more
curve right there. It's like is that to me, like that's the description of everybody's home theater world. Everything from 100 down is +5, +6 dB.
Yep.
And I think that's where everybody likes to be.
Yeah, just a little house curve.
I mean, I guess sometimes people get a little, like 2 or 3 of those dB sometimes from their room, depending on how
you'll see my LFE. My LFE is turned way down to Chuck. Try to.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Now, why is that? What happens when you put that up to 0?
Take it back a little bit.
Let's see. Come on.
It just gets overbearing if that goes up to 0.
Sometimes it can be a little much, but that's because I don't have a lot of treatments in my room.
Right.
So yeah, you see, I'm at -8 on my LFE.
And that was the other thing I discovered today. It was the first time I've heard .6.
If you bump that up, but then take your levels down, would it be
basically the same?
Well, see, that's what I'm wondering too, because you might want a little bit more of the LFE channel, because LFE is a specific channel of content, right? So maybe you want that mixed into your overall sound more. So
I've played around with it. Like when we first watched Badlands, I had it at -4.
I got you.
But then when we went to the mortar scene in 13 hours, I know that it can get a little hot, so I bumped it back down to -8. Took a couple dBs off of it just because I knew that it can get a little, boomy sometimes. If you're sitting especially in the back row, it can get a little boomy. And even Abe said that the front row, the MLP is like tight and good,
right?
But in the back, sometimes it can get a little
too boomy in the back. But you can definitely sit.
Hey, I like it boomy in the back, right?
Yeah.
In the case of Anthem, there's like 3 different stages where you can get your bass. So you have you go to the speaker profile and you set your speaker levels there. Then you have your on the fly levels where you can bump it up while you're listening. But then there's also the LFE. So I've played with combinations of that all over the place. And now my input levels, I guess my speaker profile, speaker levels are pretty close to, they're all at 0, and then by having those, or more or less very close to 0. But then on the other end of that, my LFE on my on the fly settings is basically -1, seems to be the most comfortable place for it. And my on the fly levels for my subwoofers is +3 most of the time, and then +4 if I really want to, kick you in the spine.
Yeah.
That's where my threshold is now. I think the closer you get to zero, I mean, if you're close to zero on those speaker input levels, I mean, then everything lives kind of in the right neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that LFE should be up closer to the main mix of everything else. Anyway, that's just me.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, like I said, it's just I've played around with it. I probably watched maybe 100 movies, 75 movies in there, so just playing around with it, adjusting the level, just adjusting the trim.
Yeah.
When I like I said, I haven't got in and done the mini DSP yet. I'm having issues getting that mini DSP, or not mini DSP, but REW to send a signal to my Lindorf and for it to come through properly.
Oh wow.
So I don't know what's causing that. So
I'll take
I haven't
look at it.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I found out something new working with Durac and what I had to do that you shouldn't have to do. But
yeah, maybe
we'll take that offline.
I was going to reach out to you either tomorrow or Saturday or something anyway, because I was going to try to.
So were there, besides your homework, did you watch any other movies?
No, unfortunately, no. I had this cruise, and then my wife had to go back to work on Wednesday, so my son's on spring break, so I've been daddy duty for the past couple days, and we kind of spent the rest of the weekend together. I mean, the week together, Monday and Tuesday doing stuff.
I did my homework. I watched your movie that you hated.
Which one was that?
And I really liked it. Well, you didn't hate the movie. You just didn't like rewatching it. I watched the original 4K Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, man.
I loved it, man. I thought it looked great. I loved the film grain look.
It was bad, dude.
I liked it. I thought it was amazing. And the Atmos really wasn't, there was a couple scenes, but overall the Atmos wasn't really used that much. There was a couple like ambient sound situations where they used the heights.
So you got the new Arrow box set.
Mm-hmm. Well,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Can't say I've ever seen a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
Look, I mean, some of the movies are
And I rewatched Jungle Cruise. Yeah.
Jungle Cruise with The Rock.
You wanted to say
The
Jungle
Rock.
Yeah.
How was that movie?
Huh?
I heard the Atmos was awesome in that.
Oh yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's a fun, good movie. I like the
movie. It's a simple movie. Yeah.
I mean, like I told you, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the grain was so bad, and then you got the Lumigen enhancing the grain to make it look even grainier.
See, I didn't think it was that bad. So you really need to. Now, granted, it was a grainy movie, but it was just as grainy as like the original Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that. Just all those older movies, like that had grain in it.
Some of them they just never got to clean up yet.
When it cut to the puppet scenes, it was just bad, man. I mean, like I told you, the human faces were fine, but everything else was just bad.
So that was probably the focus, right?
It was
Capture the
bad.
human faces and then.
Gosh, man.
restore
I don't
that.
I don't wish anybody to I mean, the movie itself, I don't mind. The movie, but just it just took me out of the movie. I haven't watched the second and third one yet. Like I said, I have high hopes that they're going to be much better.
I hope so.
But yeah, so that's probably going to be part of my homework for next week too, unless we come up with other than happiness to watch.
So if you don't mind grain, you can take my judgment. But if you're a grain hater, you got to back Don all the way. 'Cause I was like, dude, I don't think it was that.
The remake was just bad, man. It was bad. It definitely wasn't Lawrence of Arabia, and Sound of Music was 20 times better than that with the 4K.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember that was a dark movie the whole time too, and that's even in film. That's going to lower your contrast, so
right.
you can't get blood out of a turnip.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was filmed in 35 millimeter either. So I forgot what I was reading about it. That the way that it was filmed, the first disc. That
Mhm.
the reason why I have more hopes for the other two discs
Hmm.
is because of the way that the first one was filmed. So.
Yeah, that could be.
So this one was filmed for the first disc was 4K restoration of the film from the original camera negative, and
Okay.
then the second one is restored of the film from the 35 millimeter, in interpositive by Arrow Films. So yeah, so I mean, usually when you get a 35 millimeter, I guess, what do they call that?
Transfer. or
Yeah, when you're transferring from the 35 millimeter, there's a lot of detail still in 35 millimeter
Yeah.
something. Mhm.
that you can pull from that. So that's why I have better hopes for the second and the third one, because both of those were filmed
You're
in
gonna
35
have-
millimeter.
Anything filmed on 35 millimeter is going to have film grain. It's
Right.
just that when they do the
'Cause it's film,
restoration,
yeah.
Right,
well,
right.
they can.
Yeah. Digital
filter that
transfer.
out.
How
They
much,
They
can
can tame
ruin
it.
it. They can make it worse during the
yeah,
restoration.
yeah. How much time are they?
How much
spending?
are they, and how much money are they
Yeah.
were given to restore it is what
Mhm.
how much time you spend on it, to clean up all that.
I saw this movie Outside the Wire on Netflix. I
Mhm.
thought that was pretty good too.
That's a
Oh,
good
It's
Outside the wire.
yeah, it's
Outside
with,
the wire. I'm gonna make a note of that. I don't
yeah,
know.
it's with Mackie, the guy who played Winter, one of the Captain Americas. I forget something Mackie and Idris Elba.
Yeah.
The guy who
It's
played
been
in
out there for a
F1.
while. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
From the hijack movies.
It's
Anto-
actually
Anthony
more. Of a,
Mackie. Yeah.
it's actually more of a. I don't want to like a war type movie.
Yeah,
know.
it's good. I've seen it on Netflix too. It's been there for a while.
I'll check
Yeah.
that out.
I thought it was pretty good actually.
So I'm looking to buy a movie that Kaleidoscape just released. Not themselves personally, but they just put it on the store. Let me see. It's a 2-part movie, so I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. Where's it at?
maybe the first part. I don't know.
Let's see. Did it take it? Let me see if I added it to my wish list. Anyway, I'll find it and see if you guys have seen it. It seems pretty good. But I just want to get some
Speaking of grainy, I can't get my camera to look good at all. This thing sucks.
Yeah, but that movie is a mixture of army and science fiction. You know,
Mm.
and
Outside the wire.
they did a good job with it, and it has a nice twist at the end that you didn't really see coming.
Mm. Oh, it's with Imson Idris, not Idris Elba. That's what I
Yeah,
was-
Emerson, yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah. He played in F1. He was the other driver with.
Yes, yeah, he did a pretty good job with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job here too.
Oh, okay. Check
He's
it out.
really
But this movie was made before F1, right?
No, I think this is a newer movie. It just came out
Oh,
on
Hey,
Netflix.
did I see that?
2021.
Did I see that that F1 won a Grammy Award for sound? Does that, or is
I
it
think
fake
so.
news?
No, I think I think that's true.
I don't want the Grammys.
I know. Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar for
I was just gonna say, I gotta give-
Sinners.
Sinners, yeah.
definitely gotta say that I'm so happy Michael B. Jordan won for Sinners.
Yeah, that was well deserved.
Yeah,
Deserved, man. I was
some
very-
movie, man.
So
Genuine-
1 mile.
Seen that advertised. I didn't know how good it would
Oh,
be. or not.
Brian Phillippe, then I'm definitely gonna find that one.
Yeah. So there's 2 parts to
There's
this.
2 parts. Yeah, chapter 1 and 2.
So I was wondering if you guys have seen it in the chat.
No, I haven't even heard of
I
it. My
haven't,
God, I
but-
got to make notes of this.
Oh, there,
Yeah, I
there
like-
you go. Look,
I like-
Penny's
I like
Penny's on top of it. 1 mile,
No.
part 1 and part 2. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it just
I
came
watched
out.
the previews.
One and part two.
Brian is my guy, man. So I'll definitely wait.
So the first part is a half a mile, and then the other half is. Don't know how that works.
That's how it exactly works. That's how it exactly works.
Okay, what about does anybody plan on seeing the movie Hail Mary? It's coming out.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say the prayer.
Don't
no,
even know
but
about
I've been getting tons of trailers on my like TikTok and stuff like that. You got Dune coming out.
Oh, Dune 3, right? That's
Dune
right.
3, right? I
Dune
saw
3
that.
man, there's a lot. I've seen like 5 or 6 movies that I'm like, am I gonna have to go to the theater to watch some of these?
Yeah,
So
I know,
Toy
right?
Story 5 is coming out.
Really? Toy
Jeez,
Story
we're
5.
up to 5 for Toy Story.
Yeah, I need to go.
I
to
haven't
Toy
even
Story.
seen 3 and 4, man.
I know. It's
Gotta
like we're
watch.
up to 5. Good Lord.
I know. I'm like,
Three is pretty good. So 4 is, I don't know. 4 is probably just as good as 3.
I don't know how they're going to get a part 3 out of Dune. My God, they're getting some
I've
mileage out of
seen
that.
the
Gonna
shoot,
squeeze
they
the
haven't
life out
even
of the dust.
covered the whole book.
I'll get
They're
to
gonna
watch a lot
squeeze-
of those kid movies pretty soon. I got a new grandson, so
Yeah.
Hey, Nelson.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I'll be
Nelson?
like Don watching some of those old cartoons.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you got Avengers coming out. You got
Spider-Man, the new
the
Spider-Man.
new Spider, the new
Mhm.
Spider-Man. That looks awesome, actually.
Yeah.
You got
And at some point in the future, and I know this for a fact, a Smokey and the Bandit remake
Mm,
Oh.
because they're filming that around here right now. So maybe
another
probably
car movie.
2027, probably. Then.
yeah, probably yeah.
Smoky.
I know now they're probably trying to get it for Christmas. If I had to guess, those people.
Spaceballs is a 2027
So there's another Silent Hill
that.
coming out.
coming out.
Not a Silent Hill coming
Spaceballs
out?
2.
Yeah. So let's take a look
Oh,
at what's
yeah, I
coming
think
out.
That's true. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
So-
using this episode as a lighting experiment. Figure out what's going on in here.
So
Yeah,
Odyssey.
we can take a look at it, Bill, after the show, in the
Yeah.
after show. I mean, we helped Abe set his own up, so
Yeah, I was
we'll
horrible.
probably adjust your ISO and things like that on
I am.
camera.
I'm kind of messing with that a little bit now, but the amount of white coming out of my Chrome browser is killing me.
Yeah, but we can adjust. You can reduce your ISO a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now with this brighter white light. So whatever. Sorry for the distractions, you guys.
So I want to see this War Machine. I haven't seen that yet. That's on Netflix.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it
I haven't
is.
seen it, so my to watch list also.
Yeah. So you got Toy Story 5. Oh, Masters of the Universe.
Oh, yeah. I
I'm
wanna see
hoping
that
that's not a flop, man. I used to
He-Man?
love He-Man.
He-Man?
And then you got the new
like
Mario
He-Man?
coming out.
Yeah.
I've yet to watch any of those Mario movies.
I love
I
it.
didn't-
Oh, the
He-
Mario movie's awesome, dude.
God,
You
there's
gotta watch that.
one.
Really?
Even
Put those,
Street
3D,
Fighter.
put those 3D
On that
glasses on and watch Mario.
I don't know if I want
That's
to
what I
watch
meant to
Mario
ask you,
3D.
Don.
man.
On those 3D glasses, is it the RF or the IF I'm supposed to buy?
I believe it's
Oh.
RF.
Yeah,
For
for the
JVC,
JVC,
right?
all
JVC
RF,
is
yeah.
Yeah, for
RF.
JVC.
Mhm.
I need to
RF.
check. Let me check what mine is.
Yeah.
No, a little higher in this. There we go.
Yeah, so a lot of good movies coming out. Avengers Doomsday,
Ooh. Yeah.
Toy Story 5, the
Street
live
Fighter.
action.
Is that Street Fighter?
Yeah, Street
Yeah, I
Fighter.
want to watch that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You Whedon. Oh. As long as they
So,
say
yeah.
that at some point in the movie. You Whedon.
Supergirl, Super Mario again, like we said, Scream 7, Masters of the Universe. Yeah, man, there's
Scary
a lot of
movie.
there's a lot of good summer blockbusters coming out that I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to sit in the theater to watch some of these.
Uh-oh. Paw Patrol. I got to. Well, definitely. That's gonna be.
My son will watch it. Me and my son will sit down and watch it. The other
I got,
movies,
it's
I got something to
RF.
recommend to you guys too.
It's RF?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, for sure. RF. I have the JVC and I have the expand glasses.
Yeah, I have,
Yeah.
I have one JVC, but I need to order a couple of those
Yeah.
expand.
I have the High Shock.
High Sharp. I
I got it from Germany.
Okay.
I know
You
you
have
guys.
them there?
I know you guys are talking about movies, but I got like a music select. I don't know how often you guys listen to
Oh,
Movie
yeah.
Channel or
We-
Dolby
we-
Atmos
that-
music, but man, if you can order this, if it's still available, it's Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. There's a title track on this thing that's 12 minutes long. That is just like, if you want to demonstrate music, God, I'd love to hear this on your Martin Logans. But if you,
Bring it up.
yeah, I mean, I'll bring it up.
We'll have a get together. Look, by the way, you mentioned,
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, just quickly though, this is the pinnacle of music mixed in Dolby Atmos, and the difference, if you guys don't already know this, the difference between streaming Atmos and on Blu-ray it's unbelievable difference. It's basically when you're listening to streaming Dolby Atmos, you're listening to like 11 or 13 MP3s playing in your room. That's the comparison compared to the Blu-ray. But this disc was mixed by Steven Wilson. The recording was originally produced by Trevor Horn back in the 80s. So there's all kinds of spatial, ambient and stabs and effects and stuff. It's just the production on it is unbelievable. And the 12-minute title track for this is just, it'll demonstrate every part of the sound system, and you can play it for a guest that comes in your place, and even if they've never heard the song before, it'll blow them away. It's fantastic.
So
I
Pleasure
think
Dome
it should be on the Grammy list for next year, because it came out too late to come out for this year, but I think that'll be on the list next year for Grammys.
So
really
Pleasure Dome, right?
Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Make sure you don't just type in Pleasure Dome.
What?
Make sure there's not 3 X's on the banner. when you
No,
walk
it's
in.
not that.
Watch that.
If you wanted, the guy's name is Holly Johnson, right? The guy who was the lead singer for Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And the best way I can describe the guy is like he's a baritone, much more 80s flamboyant Freddie Mercury. Let's put it that way. It's like a very fun 80s sort of, that culture, that whole thing is really cool. It's almost like listening to a cartoon. It's so animated. The sound is amazing.
Check it out. If I wrote it down, someone
highly recommended. If you can get it from superdeluxeedition.com. I think they're issued it like 2,500 copies at a time, and the last batch might have sold out, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Where'd you get that
well,
from?
luckily I know someone that has it.
Superdeluxeedition.com is where you get that. I think it's SDE.com is their website. They're in England. It's a really cool label that they've got about 80 titles now that have all been remixed and reworked in Atmos and 5.1 and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that, because I was always a big proponent of that when they did that for a little while with SACD, and then when they had releases for audio strictly on DVD audio, when those formats were kind of peaking, but that fell off.
To me, that's like a documentary of information, because there's such a weird thing that happened with those formats. They came, the equipment wasn't compatible. Then there's people that didn't understand the difference between the formats. It was a very high learning curve to get in there, and those formats just kind of disappeared.
But they were great.
But the producers, the people that were making the records, these Bob Clearmountains and Alan Parsons and all these famous producers, they were making the mixes in 5.1, but nobody was hearing them, man. And then they couldn't sell enough the pieces of them. And then Sony had a corner on the market for SACD because they invented the format. So then if you didn't have a Sony player, you couldn't listen to SACDs. It was always a mess. And now Atmos, the thing about Atmos is, like, especially when you hear this, you realize how it's really supposed to be done, where the art is. There's drums and stuff that just come from the rear channels at key parts that kind of startle you, and you're like, whoa. And the way it's built, and you're inside this dome, well, no pun intended, then you get online and you get on Tidal or Spotify or whatever, who's ever streaming Atmos, and they try to get these pop records out in Atmos mixes, and the guys that are doing them have no idea what they're doing. So a lot of times you hear an Atmos mix and it's underwhelming, and you're like, wow, that's no big deal. I like stereo better than that.
Do you have Hans Zimmer?
Yeah.
How would you compare this to Hans Zimmer?
Well, you talking about the Live in Prague one, or no?
Yes, the Live in Prague. Yes.
That's Atmos.
Right. So would you say this is much better?
That's a different thing. Live is different. Live music on video and concerts. The David Gilmour from last year, it's called I forgot what it is, but it's his new Live in Italy, I think, in Rome. That is impeccably recorded. It's obviously doctored in the studio and everything. It is insane.
Very good. Yeah, I've heard that one. That's very
The
good.
sound quality and the picture quality both are like, when he starts singing, you're like, Jesus, is this a studio recording? What is going on?
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
it's very good. Yeah,
impeccably
it's
done.
top-notch.
Yeah, I mean, live stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, I think the market's gotten dumbed down because there's a lot of bad, or not bad, but just unexciting Dolby Atmos
Right.
mixes online streaming, and people kind of hear them and go, whatever, meh.
But
But
this
if you
is
get
a
a,
studio. This is a studio created
yeah,
Atmos
right,
mix.
studio's a whole thing, a whole
It's a
different
whole
thing.
nother- yeah.
It's interesting because like there are like Frampton Comes Alive was done in SACD, and I always thought that's funny. That's or 5.1, and I thought, why would you do that? It's a live recording. What can you do? You know, there's no. But then you listen to it, and they've actually recreated. And if you've been to Madison's, well, that one's not Madison Square Garden, but like Led Zeppelin's "The Song Remains the Same" in 5.1, you're recreating the room you're in. You have to actually hear the reflection in the back of the room, just like it would be if you were in that hall. That's when Atmos is done really, really well, or 5.1 at least is done
Right.
really well with live music. But that's
So let's just say hi to Nelson. What's up, Nelson? How are you,
Hey.
sir?
Elsa,
Good. How you guys? How you doing?
what's up, Nelson?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? How you been?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Had
So
a
you-
long work run, but
Oh,
now I'm
okay.
back. Yeah,
I hear you. I hear you.
yeah.
Did you happen to check out 1 Mile yet on color? Because I know you're a big Kaleidoscape user. Did you happen to check out that?
No, not 1 Mile.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I know you're usually up to date on all the movies that come out over there. So I was wondering if you
I recently
what
watched.
have you watched recently?
I watched today. I watched. I watched on your recommendation that Housemaid.
Oh, Housemaid. Did you like it?
not Tiptoe.
it was all right. I mean,
It was all right, yeah.
she's nice, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Sydney
what,
Sweeney is always nice.
yeah,
Wow.
but what blew me away was Ben-Hur. On both-
Ben-Hur?
on both the Kaleidoscape and on disc.
Yeah, I heard that was a good transfer.
Unbelievable, man. It's the best it's ever looked. It's
Real.
really.
Yeah,
I feel like I have a film print of that
All right.
movie.
I've put it off enough. Let me go ahead and make a cha-ching here.
How's the sound?
But good. I mean, for a movie that they remixed for Atmos, it's just right. It's perfect. It's centered bass. It's most of the information is vocals. You know, a lot of people talking. But then there's some scenes like the chariot race where they take advantage of the Atmos and the bass.
Mhm.
So it's really, really, really well done. Like I recommend it 100%. Like if you like the movie, if you like those classic films,
Oh yeah.
you'll be pleasantly surprised on how wonderful it looks, man.
And just like that,
Yep.
thank
Well,
you
there
for
you
your
go.
purchase.
Yeah. So that was good.
That is one of my all-time favorites. That movie
I
right
gotta
there.
start
Yeah.
making some notes of all this stuff I got to see now.
Yeah, and
That one's a commitment. Isn't that 3 hours? And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah, Ben Hur is always
Settle in. You blocking off a half a day.
yeah, exactly.
But I
That's
tell
what
you,
I'm like,
it's-
that's the only reason I haven't watched that one yet. Because I'm
it's
like,
so
oh,
good though. It flies
Oh
by.
yeah,
Like,
it flies by.
Yeah.
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 It's good.
you know, and another one that I purchased was from Arrow. I bought the box set for Excalibur. I don't know if you guys ever seen Excalibur.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
God, I still haven't seen that.
that's an old. That's an old
that'd
one.
be
Yeah.
good.
That one
I
has
tell-
that one has a little grain, so like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. I would say
Speaking of-
show Don. He'll
Speaking of
complain.
box sets, did you guys see what is on pre-order?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Stranger Things
Oh wow,
on pre-order. It's
Hmm.
$260 for that thing.
4K.
4K.
yeah.
It's gonna
This
be
is the
on there
whole
for a
series. I
while.
haven't seen any of it. I hear it's
Yeah.
really good.
Really?
It's gonna be on there for a while. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
it'll
There's
be
a lot of
it'll be
Stranger Things fans out
$129 in a year from now. Or
I don't know if I'd
$6.
buy the box set, but I mean, you know,
Yeah, all the Stranger Things fans already have Stranger Things.
Yeah.
it's
I
good.
have. They
That's
came
true.
out. They came out. Let me show you this, guys. Let me show you this.
Let's see what Nelson's gonna conjure up here with this Star Trek Enterprise in the background there.
Yeah.
The
Initially-
NC 1701, right?
Initially, when 4K was originally released, they released this this VHS looking
Oh
box
yeah, I
set.
remember
Oh
that.
wow!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
but it has the the 4K disc in there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
No,
But
this box set looks nice, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it looks nice.
that is pretty cool, man.
and they released just the first and the second season.
I got a sad Stranger Things story. So, do you guys, if you watch this movie, do you remember the character played
I only watched season 1 and 2.
the boyfriend of the Winona Ryder character who also played in Frodo and
Oh yeah,
what's his name? The guy.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's
Yeah,
he's in Thunderbolts too. He's the
It was Rudy. He was also Rudy in the movie.
yeah.
Give me a second. Anyway, so he's like works at Radio Shack. He's a Radio Shack manager in the Stranger Things. That's his character. Okay. Well, that Radio Shack is actually a real Radio Shack that's in a small town here in Georgia.
Oh, like the only one left or something?
Yeah, and we found out it was for sale, and so we were going to try and buy it, and unfortunately, it's sold to some people who turned it into a boba tea shop. But they took all the old Radio Shack sign down and they painted it green. I'm like, what a waste, because they could have kept that for all these Stranger Things fans to come to that same Radio Shack. They could have turned into a whole Stranger Things like memorabilia place, but
Headquarters.
yeah, or something. But then they got rid of it. So I was like, we were beaten.
I miss
I would've
Radio
loved to
Shack.
bought it.
God, you gotta really, really like a show to spend $230 on the disc.
Well, like Game of Thrones was super expensive too.
Yeah, it was up there.
You know,
Yeah.
when that came out a long time ago, you know.
That's the fourth.
Music's even more frustrating. They box all these, all I want is the Blu-ray disc with the 5.1 and Atmos, and then you got to buy the 4-album set with 3 CDs and a Blu-ray, and it's but then they don't sell that. That doesn't sell that great for a while, and then they eventually put out a standalone Blu-ray, so you got to wait 3 or 4 months, but it eventually happens.
Man, so any updates to the theater, Nelson? You purchased any new gear lately?
No, I'm set, man, with my theater. Like I'm at a point now where I'm not even thinking of anything new.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm the same way, man. I just want to watch movies, and
You don't need that 3.5 CI, man.
I do. I got an email from Arvolution today.
I think everybody got that email today.
Yeah, so that looks interesting. I mean, I don't know how the streaming will work with it, but
we're about to show you.
We're about to show you that. You joined the right time.
You're about to see it. So no, but look, you and Chuck, you guys are all set, man. Abe's been over to Chuck's house. I've been over to Chuck's house. I don't think he can ask for anything more over there. That
I've always been
soundstage.
curious about. I have the Zapiti line,
Right.
So, and I have the what's it called, a Nas with the tray and
Zapiti
everything.
Nas.
Oh, you have the original Zapiti Nas?
So Chuck was the last
Oh, wow.
person in the U.S. to get the Zapiti Nas.
Oh, no kidding.
I have
But
one.
I've
he
always
and I have
wondered if you got an
when it was legal
Arvolution-
to sell.
if you got an Arvolution, can the Arvolution be connected to the Zapiti Nas?
Of course, that's what I have.
Oh
yeah. I have the Arvolution Player 1 8K, and now I just got the new 8K TV, the Player Pro.
Wow.
I'm testing it out. Yeah, it incorporates perfectly. You have a Zapiti player?
Yes.
Yeah, I have
Also,
the
Now that
reference.
also you can get our video put into that. So
Yeah, we already did that.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Our video, and you pay $50 or something a
A
year.
year. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that would have
Yeah.
gone away by now. I think it might have. I'm not sure.
I think I just paid another 50.
Yeah, me too.
55.
Yeah, me too. Because I got the
But,
signature. Yeah, I got the
Just
Zapiti
switch.
signature with that.
just get the new player, man.
Well, yeah, the new
paying
player.
that yearly.
It's
And that's
pretty
what I was
cool.
thinking. If I were to get the new player and they said streaming now, will I be able to pair it with my NAS and keep all my information on it?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Because all you're basically doing, you're just logging into your Arvolution account with a different player, and your all your content comes down.
Everything comes with
it's
it.
all in the cloud.
Okay.
See,
So-
something great about that. You can't do that with everything.
On that note, I can kind of show you a little bit what's going on with this.
Yeah, let's
thing.
do it. Let's do it.
So
So
Long story
before we
short-
dive into that, hold on real
The
quick. Before
Arvolution.
we dive into that, let's share it on the screen. What we're
Go to my
talking about here.
activities
Hold on here.
Activity.
All right, so we are talking
Arvolution.
about the Arvolution Player Pro 8K TV.
So to kind of give a little preface to this story, so I started working for Zapedi before we got into all this distribution. We were just kind of opened the South Florida store with this other guy, Bill Meenan. He was the guy that was working with me. I was there kind of in a marketing capacity at first, just doing how-to videos and that kind of thing, sort of like a spokesperson, voiceover stuff for their tutorials. But eventually I ended up taking over the office there when Bill left, and then I started up Let's Get Physical distribution with them. And I'm telling you, there was a long time where I really didn't understand, because I didn't have a home theater at the time, and I was like, what does this player do? What is this going on here? And then when he started showing it to us, and I was talking to Raphael in France back then, I said, you know, if you guys could do like if this product could have like Netflix and HBO built into it, and it had the logos on the box on the side, this thing would sell like hotcakes all over the place. And they kind of laughed at me at the time, because he's like, well, that requires a lot of licensing, and it's something that's kind of restricted for us. We can't do it. And at the time, but now, because Google TV and Android TV systems have become so ubiquitous, they were able to incorporate the Android TV into the new Player Pro 8K, which kind of on paper is exciting, because you think, wow, this kind of brings the soundbar market into the picture a little bit, because it's like, yeah, I can access my high quality video on my NAS, whatever, but I can also, without even changing inputs or anything, just go right into the hub and watch apps and live TV. So I've had it for 2 days now. I finally got it. I do believe the one I have is the very first one to get it to the States. I know that Robert at Value Electronics doesn't even have one yet. So I hooked it up. I replaced my Player One 8K with the Player Pro 8K TV, and it was really seamless. I did the setup and then logged into my account, and everything populated. And then it was a little bit of a process to get the Android TV thing going. It's just like anything else. When you buy a new Apple TV or a new NVIDIA Shield, you got to download your apps. But it's funny is that it remembered, I guess it knows from my Google account kind of what I was using. So it already populated with the ones I wanted. So here's what's going on. If you want to see, and here's my general impressions. I mean, so far it's like, what's really impressive about the player is that it has now 2 sections of AI integration. So if you go into setup and you go to video,
this is the TV we're looking at right here.
So this is live captured directly from. That's why Bill came to my house today. Borrow my capture card. This is live captured,
and I'm navigating this with my remote right now. So,
all the apps are in network. Oh no, the apps are in the little puzzle piece there.
If I go back, here's where all the apps are. But I was gonna go under the hood a little bit here and show you something. Okay. So if you go to video, this is kind of cool, and it was exciting when I saw this. There's a picture quality section, so you can tell it, do you want AI to sharpen the picture? Yes, and then you've got improve picture using AI, kind of like NVIDIA does, low, medium, and high effect. And then that show information is nothing. It just kind of sits on the corner of the screen all the time. You don't want that. And then AI super resolution, which I guess is upscaling 1080p to 4K and 4K to 8K. So
now when they say AI, really, what is it doing? What is it?
Oh, that's beyond my scientific knowledge.
Or is it just?
We can go to the website and see if there's anything.
I mean, have any of you guys used the NVIDIA Shield and did that AI enhancement?
Yeah, I've used it.
So, I mean, I have it. I like it. I have it all the time. And so as far as TV goes, I'm a big sports viewer. And and in particular, hockey. I like to watch hockey. Hockey can be problematic on TV because of all the white.
Yeah, it's fast moving too.
And you've got a bright television like mine with all the brightness zones and stuff. And it can be a problem, just having all that white. And Dolby Vision on HBO Max. HBO Max will sometimes simulcast TNT or TBS hockey games, and at Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, and the Dolby Vision is unwatchable. I don't know what's going on there because there's an oversaturation on the red lines that are on the ice. There's like all this red blooming around everything, so you can't watch it. So you got to turn Dolby Vision off, and then I use the regular AI enhancement, and that's as good as it can get for me. So I watch a lot of hockey. So it just happened when I hooked this thing up, and I actually got it was right about game time. So I watched a game, or I watched a period of a game in it, and I immediately noticed that it was just smoother. It was, the picture quality wasn't necessarily better. This AI picture quality enhancement does not run the app engine. So that's strictly for just videos that you're getting on your NAS or on your player. Unfortunately, it's not tied into you don't get the AI enhancement on the apps. You're kind of dependent on how well the app is performing. Netflix looks outstanding. I watched one of the new movies that was on Netflix for a couple of minutes, and I was just blown away. I mean, it kind of felt like I was watching it from a disc. And then on the other hand, YouTube TV, it's really great, very responsive. No stuttering, no freezing or anything, but it's just a little pale. It's just a little bit pale. So if you want to sharpen you got to do some adjustments on your TV, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass if you want to do that. Or maybe you could build a profile on your receiver and have, when you're watching YouTube TV, to have it a little thicker. But the hockey games, what I noticed was, I don't know what to attribute this to in the construction of this player, but with hockey being sometimes so hard to watch, you get that kind of staggering thing when they're coming across. It was just so smooth. It wasn't a remarkably improved picture from like Apple TV or NVIDIA Shield. I wasn't like blown away with any big giant difference, except that it looked. The best way I could describe it is it looked more analog. It looked like the old days in broadcast where it was just smooth and more linear, instead of digital. It feels smoother, and it was much easier to watch. So I think sports is a pretty cool thing on this. So the regular R video, just like any other Arvolution players, PD, it has the same thing in here. There's no extra bells and whistles in this. So this operates the same way that it did before. So I'm sure you guys are mostly familiar with this anyway. So if I go to like all,
how do you feel that? How's the menu? Is it snappy?
Quickly, Bill. Let's not play any. Let's not play any.
Right away, as I got to turn this down. Okay.
Yeah, let's not play any movies because of copyright.
So, right off the bat, this thing is way more responsive. Of course, when I see this is the first time I've been in the all category on this, so it populates. Takes a couple of seconds to populate, but once this is populated, you can fly back and forth on this. This is typical of the first time pulling up your stuff, because this is literally the first time I pulled up these titles on this page, on this player. But after you do, then it'll do. But going back and forth to the different pages and actually exiting out and going into this menu, this is all faster than the other one was. There's a heftier power supply in this. There's a big toroidal whatever transformer thing, and then there's something else in the chip, something about the chip that I'm forgetting now, because we did introduce this at CEDIA. And there was something significant about the chip in this.
We'll check the stats on the website here after a little bit, because I do want to point out a couple things.
And then when you go to apps, after you've set it all up and I get log into all my apps and they're all here. Oh, there's one thing I don't know if it's psychological or not, but I listen to music streaming on Tidal, and I've been two years plus with the Player One 8K listening to Tidal, and this immediately sounds better. I don't know why. There's nothing to really account for that. It's HDMI, right? Information's information, but somehow this stream, maybe it's the architecture of this particular app, this Android app for this, this brand of it or this version of it. But it's great. Netflix looks just outstanding. I don't know what I mean.
What's the ATV stand for?
It's Android TV. That's a pain in the ass. So you can go in and change the names of all those things if you want. So you could take that out. I started to do that yesterday, but got sidetracked. Okay, now why is it not doing anything? Not responding.
Yeah.
Sometimes those like
Capture cards
Netflix
have DHCP
yeah
controls.
so Netflix may be detecting.
This is literally the third time I've opened up this app hub and opened up Netflix, and the first two times
if you disconnect the capture card, it will show.
If you disconnect the capture card, it's the DHCP is the control.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
So
what
the apps we're not going to be able to see because the same thing with the
is it passing on to my TV? No, it's not.
No, it's not unless you disconnect it.
It thinks you're trying to copy it.
Yeah, so it's a protective. Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. So we can't do that.
No.
Well, that's okay. But you get the idea. I could just look at this again. Yeah, all these little, like the little title underneath, you can customize that and take out that. But it just stands for Android TV, I guess. It comes with a bunch of, and it's 2 HDMI inputs, which is interesting. And I don't follow what the need for that is. I mean, I guess you could just what would you plug into the HDMI inputs? Unless, a camera or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you could capture. Capture anything that does HDMI output.
I mean, it's weird. That's why wouldn't you just use another input in your receiver? But that's cool. And then it also has two. It's got that old school HDMI or audio only HDMI output on it too. So it's got 2 HDMIs, one for audio only. Don't know who would need that now with the modern receivers, but
so when you first turn it on, does it automatically go to the R video, or
that's a good question, because I do know there's a setting on this that you can tell the player to automatically open to R video. So
you can do that.
That's there. I wonder if you could actually have it go to.
So if you go back to your Bill, if you go to like in the normal R video, and then you go to settings.
Yeah, no, I know where that is to change it to automatically.
Yeah, it should be all the way to the left.
Yeah, it should. That's how I have mine set up.
So you always have to go back. The reason
I don't do that was I noticed that when an initial startup, and I kind of thought about mentioning this to Jack for our evolution, that I guess there's not a long enough buffer, because when my player tries to open with our video, it's not done connecting to the internet yet. So then our video tries to open and it says could not connect, and then you have to try again 2 seconds later. You know what I mean? So that was the only reason I didn't do that. So yeah, if I go up here, menu, all the way to the left, and where it says settings, and then where is that?
I think it's the third one. Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right. Wow, you know this better than I do. So auto start, launch our video automatically when player starts. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, especially with this one, because you never know. You might be turning it on to watch the apps anyway.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Right.
Yeah, I think the reason why I would like this particular player, and I actually been thinking about getting it, is every time I've used an R-Evolution, I hit the fact that I have to switch inputs just to go back to regular TV. It's like you got to turn up another brand new player, right? Just to be able to. So with this inbuilt, I think it's a lot easier just to stay on the same platform.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have plenty of inputs in our processors, but it's nice to just be able to just back out of this and go right into TV.
And now that it has Google dedicated apps, right, it's much better, because on mine, I already installed some of these apps, but they're not quote unquote the official.
Right. Either from Google, you can right out of Google Play.
You can get Netflix, but it's not the 4K version, things like that.
Right.
So, but I'm hoping that with this one, they have the 4K version.
That's going to be the question, because like you said, with Tidal, like some devices, they don't provide.
Oh man, the Tidal app on NVIDIA Shield is awful. It's like it's especially the search engine. It's like you can't find anything on there.
Yeah, it's not the official app, because they have to get the license to be able to put these official apps on there.
Yeah. Right. So sometimes it may be from the main company, but they are not
Yeah,
like,
you sort of get it.
paying-
Yeah,
I'm kinda
paying
wondering-
to play, if you would. So
I'm kind of wondering the big question: do you feel like this device with the apps is going to be like the go-to device for apps, or do you feel like it's still a great DVR, but the apps are not?
Right.
I
Would you
was
be going
hoping.
to
I
like
was
for your
hoping for that. I mean, I was, and
Was it
I'm
really
sure
an-
there's improvements that can be made down the road because the way it was explained to me was it's sort of dependent on the quality of the app itself. So depending on the improvements that Google makes with the actual, infrastructure of the apps, maybe that improves. But then maybe there will be a filter that can be put in this that can
Well, because
enhance it.
I know like when I'm setting up a system and I'm using like Control 4,
Yeah.
whether I'm using a Roku or an Apple or whatever, it's really non-essential. I'm going to program the Control 4 to just automatically go straight to Netflix
Right.
and just use whatever medium
With all your macros, right?
with all the macros. So whether it's this device using Apple, not Netflix on the Revolution or Netflix on the Roku or Netflix on the Apple, I'm going to choose the best media players could give me the fastest result that has the nicest interface.
Right.
I'm curious,
Right.
what does this, does this look like it could be?
I mean, I got excited as soon as I heard about it because it's like you figure, like you got the guy that's got the little modest living room setup, right, with the little entertainment center underneath his TV, and he's only got like 2 or 3 spaces there. Great, you don't have to have a million components. You could just have your processor and the Revolution player, and basically you got everything you need right there, unless you got a Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
So I mean that's kind of cool because that's why I was saying when it kind of brings the sound bar crowd into it because you got guys that have, not so high-end systems, great systems, just more inexpensive ones, but they want to see quality stuff. They want to watch you have high quality, files stored, and they want to see it at its best quality. And it's like, why not have the TV section built right into that too? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so let me share this with the screen with the website here, because Chuck, I don't know about you, but you got an 8K projector sitting there, not producing 8K, right? So this is what I'm excited about because I specifically ran an extra 8K. I ran an extra HDMI.
Are these
Just
8K?
to-
The NC8?
Yes.
That's 8K?
So the NZ8 is an 8K. Yep.
Oh.
So you can play 8K signal, and this Revolution will upscale everything to 8K. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
interested
you
to
send it
see
over
what that looks
cable.
like.
Have
that?
they released the price point?
Yes, I can send it over the cable because it's a bridgey cable that is 48 gigahertz rated.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get this in and try that out to where because I've already got the HDMI's
I
hooked
can't
up.
really read that print there. I guess my screen's not big enough. But does that say that it upscales 4K to 8K? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And obviously,
7680 by 4320. Yeah.
yeah, that's wild.
And then when we talk about you were talking about the AI, right? The AI and image enhancer.
So I did play with that yesterday with 2012, the movie 2012, the Blu-ray, and I got you can see a clear difference between low, medium, and high on that enhancement. And high about 2012. I don't know what that is. That a 35 millimeter because it's like it got grainy when I got to the high. When I went to the high setting, it was just trying to pull so much detail out of it. It got all the grain out of it coming out too. So, but it's cool because you can find it. And I think with all these AI assisted things, medium's probably your safest, best setting, and medium is the one that's most pleasing on this.
Yeah, so there's even more information like going directly straight to the Revolution page that talks about the AI picture enhancement and settings and everything else, what they actually do. So
what
for
it's
those
actually doing, right?
Yeah, for those of you that are interested in that. So like the
Probably
AI
something I should have
SR.
read up on before I got on here with you guys about that too.
It's all right. The information's there, right? So
Yeah,
it's an
yeah,
auto
yeah.
resolution option, right? So it's
I was just more interested. I just got it and I just started playing with it, and I wanted to just see how it
Look,
responds.
when I had
And the good thing is the TV is not running on the same processor as the movie player, right? So they're two different.
Well, I think so. I think that's
Yeah.
obvious, because if they were, then maybe the AI could be incorporated into it, you know.
Yeah, I think you have two different chipsets in it.
And it's funny, I was talking to JD at the Digital Movie Boards about this too, and they're going to look into seeing if I think it's the API that if they can get that to come out of the player, then you could have a potentially now showing on Netflix come up on your digital movie board automatically, like it does.
I thought I saw a Facebook post that our Revolution has now been integrated.
Oh, 100%. I have that right here too, by the way.
Yeah, our Revolution is
JD, you owe me a play, man. I'm just joking.
No,
yeah,
and,
no, we were supposed to get demos a while ago for sure.
I know I have.
Not that you got to give it to us. Let us demo it for you.
I have the digital movie board right here, and I guess I could dial in on my phone and show it to you, but it's really cool how. Oh, but wait, can I show something? Yeah, I can do that. You know, it scrolls through my Revolution library by default, and then I can add custom folders and all that, posters. I can eliminate some if I want, but then when you press play, as soon as you start a movie, the whole screen changes and it says now playing on a banner on top that's custom, and it has the info for the movie that you're watching. So it's kind of cool.
Right.
And it does that for Kaleidoscape, and it does it for our video, and it does it for Plex.
It's a PD too.
So this is going through some of the AI settings. I know this is only in 1080p coming across, but
Right, but you can see, yeah,
you can definitely see a difference in what it's doing. You know, from the different settings on this.
I knew that high setting was too much though for me for that.
I think that's from Furiosa, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Furiosa, right? Or is that? I still didn't see Furiosa.
Yeah, that's
So,
Furiosa.
So I'm excited to get this player in and see what it can do for the 8K. You know,
So they're shipping now.
I mean, officially not really. What's happening is I'm probably going to set up a pre-order, because I could get them one at a time right now if I want, but the shipping is astronomical to do that. So it's only going to be cost effective for me to get 5 or 6, at least like 5 or 6 at a time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up a little pre-order situation on my site. And like I said, I'm going to work with Robert, because if Value Electronics is hip to this, I'm going to do a review video and sort of explain it. And if they get excited about it, they might want to buy a bunch. So I have no problem, letting Robert sell them too, because, just people know him and they're more familiar and more comfortable buying stuff from him, then that's fine. But like I said, I'm going to try to get it to where I can get some demand for more than just a few, so that I can make it worth everybody's while. It's like Don was saying, the margin is so low, it's like almost not even worth it.
yeah.
I mean, I would never say it's not worth it. It's always worth it. But
No, it's not like your normal dealer margins, right? So guys, don't when you're looking for one of these, don't look for hundreds of dollars off. You know,
oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
no, and especially with the shipping now, it's like everybody's always right off the bat counting.
Do we have a price point?
On a 10% discount, but I don't know how easy it's going to be, and at 20% is probably out of the question.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head. I believe, and I should have been prepared for this, I think I saw 19.99 euros. What would that be?
That's
15 or
it's like 22, 23.
Yeah. Thinking.
Wait a minute. No, that sounds like it's high. I think it's less than that. I
see they also have a signature edition.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like you do. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep my opinion on the signature kind of.
I mean, the signature, it does have the separate I have a signature as a PD also, just like you do.
I don't know if that's the same.
I know they have a separate. I mean, we can look at the specs. We can go to this. We can go to the signature to see what else, see what's different between that and the.
Yeah,
signature up
I'd be
here.
curious to know about that too myself.
Is the signature that considered a higher brand?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
this is
I thought.
It's supposed to
is
have a
just-
separate power processor. And
right.
And it
Yeah.
has
So
a
it's
separate DAC, right? So it'll have analog.
Correct.
Now, yeah.
now,
I
how
have
much difference, I don't know, but it's
I have the
supposed to be
signature
super.
version of the Zadu, basically.
let's see here. So here we go. Here's some stuff about the signature version.
Mhm.
It's cleaner because of the power and things like that.
Yeah.
To me, it's like just make the signature and just call it your normal one.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Just don't make
Well,
one.
The signature has separate DAC output, and it's got a better DAC for like 2-channel music playing.
It's
Because
like the
this will play
AVM 90
everything.
and
Be the one they
AVM
make. Get rid of the other one.
70.
Just sell that signature, and that's the one you make. I mean, why?
I know. Who needs a DAC though? By the way, these days everybody's got a DAC in their processor.
So here we go. Here's a signature edition right here, right? Versus the. Well, that doesn't. Okay, so the Player Pro 8K is the TV is the middle one over here.
Mm,
Okay, and then the Player Pro 8K signature. So we need to look at the middle versus the last column over here.
mhm.
So let's
So
see.
you
You
see, it
got
has two separate chipsets. That's
two
what I was
separate
pointing out.
chipsets. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got
a little
8
faster.
and 4K separate memory.
It's got
but-
32, 64 and 32 gig.
Mhm.
Let's
So
see.
it's 2 systems in one.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, but where are you seeing the signature on this? I only see.
So
The
Signature-
very last column is
the very
Pro.
last column right here is the Pro Signature Edition, and this is the Player Pro 8K Edition.
Yeah, there's TV and non-TV.
Okay.
Mm.
And there's TV signature edition as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's interesting.
4 different models. Basically.
Yeah.
TV plus.
Look, you see,
So look at this.
that's messed up.
There you
So
go.
none of the other has Atmos going through the.
Look at
the-
that.
So
the
they
net-
don't have the
That's what I'm
4K
saying. Get rid
version
of
of
the
the
other-
apps.
Yeah.
To me, it's pointless to even
Oh wow. That's
That is messed up.
get, it is messed up.
Well,
That's
now
pretty-
wait a minute. Let's slow down here. Now, are we talking the apps only? Because
Yeah, so it says Netflix, Disney Prime, and Apple TV, and it says yes.
Those are not the 4K
okay,
Atmos.
versions.
so
But-
they paid for the licensing for those
For the
content.
signature.
Those
Cheaper
other.
if you're
But
gonna
hold
order
on,
it.
hold on. This is saying that it has the apps, but right here it says no. So I think that's a misprint.
No. Hold on.
No, it's saying
Those are not TV models. Those are the Pro 8K.
Scroll
not
back
the one
up
with
and
the
show
TV.
This
us.
is
the
a
end of the
Pro.
name.
Look,
Oh,
Player
you're
Pro
right. You're right. I'm
8K
sorry.
TV,
You're right.
right? But,
That
but
has
we
to be
clearly
there.
saw that Netflix, Disney, and all that is on there, right? So
Maybe it's a
that's a misprint.
No. It's saying just like if you get a device and you like Amazon will nerf the app on Apple TV, but if you get a Fire Stick, it'll allow you to do the Atmos.
yeah.
It's saying it doesn't play the Dolby.
It doesn't
Vision
have the
Atmos.
DV. It doesn't have the 4K version of the apps.
Yeah.
Netflix
It-
has
it-
the non 4K version because remember,
exactly.
not
You
everybody
can
has
watch
4K.
Netflix, but you're not watching it with the Dolby Vision and the Atmos without the signature series.
Yeah,
So Bill,
Yeah.
when you play that, when you
No,
have
no, no,
Bill has
that's
the
not true.
yeah,
because
Bill
I
has the what is it? The C4 right
I-
there.
C4 what?
You have a OLED, right?
I have the Sony X95L, the mini LED 85.
Okay. So when you
No,
play,
I totally watched Dolby Vision on mine.
right, that's why I
on
say this is a
Netflix.
misprint.
So that is a
I don't
misprint.
know. It could be.
But
Yeah.
that's
Could
not
be.
that's not even what that says. That just says Netflix, Disney, Prime, Apple TV.
Right.
It doesn't say 4K Netflix, Disney. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Yeah, it could be a misprint because that last one says yes,
I think
but
the
it
only
says
one
Dolby
that should,
Vision
the only
plus
one that
Atmos.
should say no is the first one.
Yeah.
Go up to the top again. Yeah, the only one that
Player
should
Pro
say no
8K.
is the Player Pro 8K.
And
Well,
signature.
in the third column.
And
Because
the
the
third
third
one.
column. Yeah.
Yeah, they should have put
Signature without the tip.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
It
we,
can
we,
be a
we can
mess.
get clarification on that. So
yeah,
let's,
you'll have to.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because that would be messed up, man.
It would be.
yeah.
messed
Well, I mean, we
Right.
can
I
test
mean,
it
and
right
above
now.
it says 120 hertz
So,
output.
so you
for-
can test this right now.
we don't want to. We don't want to play any. We don't want
No, we're not going to
anything
play
restricted.
anything. I mean, all he's got to do is unhook the capture card. He's got it playing on his TV right behind him.
Yeah.
We're not going to see it. He's going to be in this small screen here, so you can test it and play it right now. Just
Yeah, and
unhook
see
the
if it
capture card.
says. But you'll have to find some.
Well, okay, yeah, as long as you're not sharing anymore.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Right.
he's not
yeah,
sharing.
we're not going to share the screen.
He'll go to Netflix, find a Dolby Vision Atmos movie, and then play it and see if it comes across.
Yeah, so all he's got to do is
That's
disconnect
interesting.
the capture
We'll
card.
solve this.
Yeah, that could be a good. Yeah, because that's a big misprint. If not,
Yeah, because it's instantly it's going to turn off a lot of people going, well, I don't want that. You know, if they see that,
yeah,
and find
yeah.
out,
Like, ooh,
I
I
am
don't
not putting it in
know.
my theater.
Well,
I'm
they-
not going to buy this because it doesn't.
Yeah,
work.
it's like for $2.
And then look at this too.
On the
We already
input
know this
system.
is incorrect too. HDMI audio only. Well, we know that he just said that there's an HDMI audio only going out of the back of that.
Yeah.
they need to fix their
So-
website.
They definitely fix their
So
website.
we
Yeah,
already
they
know
probably
that
did.
that's
Sounds to
incorrect.
me, it sounds to me
That
like
a lot
the
of
four.
stuff that right
It looks to me like go to the top of this. I think it looks to me like these four columns should no to the
The
top
column.
of that list. So these four columns actually should be player 1, player 1 8K, player Pro 8K, and then signature. But why is so player Pro 8K TV signature edition? Why is there two different signature editions? See, that's wrong.
one
So
with TV. and
One
with-
is one is
for
with
the-
TV
One
and
is
one is
without the
without.
TV.
Right.
There's a player Pro 8K signature edition.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have that one. Yes.
So that's no. I think that
Mm, mm.
the one before it should be. Oh
So
yeah.
what we were also looking at down here, Bill, is we noticed that there's an HDMI audio and it says no, which we already
okay,
know.
that-
It says yes, right?
Right,
so
right, right.
it's a yes
Yeah.
for that.
So there's
one.
definitely some
And HDMI input too, right?
Yeah.
right.
There's two of
HDMI. There's
And
two
they both
inputs.
have. They're both. Yeah, that's.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe
This
they
one-
sent you the signature.
no, they
Could've.
didn't. No, they didn't.
Or maybe they're there and they're just not active. You know, seen that before.
I
happen.
know for a
Yeah.
fact that looks kind of messed up. So they'll probably be glad we brought this to their attention. They can
Absolutely,
change
because
it.
I could see if somebody doesn't know or not seeing this, they're going to look at
All
that.
right,
and say,
so I'm gonna
one.
just turn around here for a second.
Yeah, let's just. You sure it doesn't say signature?
Well, it might not say signature. It might just be, hey, this signature has
I
Shoot,
believe
well,
me,
they
two
did.
They
HDMI
did not.
outputs
It has
and
a
an analog
signature,
in, and that's how you know it's a signature.
No, they definitely did not send me the signature. My mistake. Okay, I'm on Netflix. I'm looking for something with Dolby Vision.
Mhm.
in doubly vision.
What's it gonna be?
In doubly vision.
Yeah. Just some in
Go
doubly vision.
to what's the new movie, Ripped or RIP?
In
That should
doubly.
be in Dolby Vision.
What is this one? There we go. Oh, Dolby Atmos.
And
No,
WB
no,
noise reduction.
it was only Dolby Atmos. Hang on. Is there a new season of Black Mirror? No way.
The fact that it's showing you, usually the app won't even show you that it has Dolby Vision. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. It won't say it in that.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
play the movie to tell. Netflix will tell you based on the app if it has it.
Yeah, usually it'll say, it won't even list that, oh, hey, here's a Dolby Vision movie for you to watch.
That's true.
So the question
Well, then
is,
how would I know?
Should say it on the
If
menu.
it's
On the menu will tell you 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR.
so what
Yeah.
Paul is saying here, Bill, is that if it won't show up as Dolby Vision, if the player will not allow it to play.
Mm.
yeah, it will only show you content that you can play. So it'll
It'll-
show you the
it'll say-
movie, but it'll show you as 4K HDR.
HDR 10,
You just
yeah.
won't see Dolby.
Yeah, you won't see the Dolby Vision icon at all. So the question is, how do you tell if you have the
You're right. That's a good
the
question.
signature? Because this clearly, the thing clearly says HDMI input no, HDMI output 2.
Mhm.
Yours has both of those things,
Mhm.
So, you might have the, you might have the
No,
gold
I'm
standard.
gonna opt that there's a misprint there and that I don't have the signature.
Well, you can go into the Android settings and look at the
No,
processor.
there is signature edition printed on the box of the device itself.
Right. Correct.
They're not going to sell you a signature and just leave you the same bland box.
Yeah.
If you look at all of them,
concerned because I'm not seeing the Dolby Vision. I'm not seeing Dolby Vision on anything here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing Atmos on anything?
I'm not seeing when I go to the title of the movie, The Pledge. It says Drama HD 5.1. I'm not seeing Dolby Vision on anything.
What about Atmos?
Atmos? I am seeing.
okay.
So let's just Google Netflix. Does anybody know in the chat a Netflix movie that's Dolby Vision and Atmos?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just do
RIP.
that.
R.I.P.
The majority, a lot of them are Dolby Vision now. But you should try your regular streaming device. Did that have Dolby Vision?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you could
Yeah.
fire up.
My NVIDIA Shield.
Yeah, try the NVIDIA Shield and see if you see Dolby Vision on it.
All right, let me do that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Can you
that'll
go-
be interesting.
Can you guys see that screen or no? You can't. Hold on.
We didn't play any. Let me see. All right, as long as you're not playing a movie, we can put you up. But we're trying not to get any copyrights.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they be getting on you.
Yeah, they're pretty quick on, especially
Mhm.
on Ike's. They don't even know I exist, so I don't
Yeah.
get any strikes. But the rest of you
Why
guys,
not act like a hawk?
So I had canceled Netflix a while ago. I was like saving some money. Now I had to do it. I had to get another subscription out for this. It's $26 a month with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos.
yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
and you don't even
Try
have
getting
the
YouTube
series to
TV
play
for
it.
$100 and some a month.
Man, that's highway robbery.
For streaming service that said cut the cable a long time ago. Now they're more than what cable is.
Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
So this one doesn't say Dolby Vision either. War Machine. That's interesting.
Yeah, that should definitely be. That's a new movie. That should be Dolby Vision. What do you normally use Netflix to? What device do you normally use Netflix?
I'm in NVIDIA Shield now.
So go to that. Turn that on and see.
Well, I am. That's what I'm looking at right
He's
now.
saying he's not seeing Dolby Vision listed on that movie in there either. Are
Yeah.
you paying for the Dolby
Yeah.
Vision here?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you better call him and say, hey, I'm not getting this tier, even though I'm paying for it.
Well, unless it's a device thing, like you said,
Yeah, that's the problem. They do a lot of that stuff, and
and that makes sense. I mean, that's how it should be.
yeah, because they want you to buy their device.
So is there a
Amazon,
category of
buy
Dolby Vision
theirs.
on here? No, there's no. They don't have.
No.
That's ridiculous, man. I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Now there was other apps, right? Not just Netflix. There was Disney Plus and Prime.
HBO Max. That's another one that would have
Check to
Dolby
see
Vision.
if those have Dolby Vision and or we know Apple TV is not going to have Dolby Vision, and well, it might.
All right. So now I'm back on the Arvolution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of this.
Check
No.
Prime
I'm
and
going to check
Disney Plus.
HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max, something like Game of Thrones or something like that might have it.
Yeah.
Damn it. I don't have HBO Max. That's right. I canceled that.
I mean, you could try it later, and we can talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
it
we can
next
definitely-
week.
We'll just
we can
put it up
definitely,
later. But it
give
is
an
a
update for sure.
we're it is a topic for discussion for sure.
It is. We should come. We
It's
should,
either a misprint or you're gonna want to get the signature, man. Because you're
If
gonna
you
want
want, if
we
you
need
want
to
that.
make a note to follow up and bring. To
I'm going to go ahead and get.
remember.
we're giving Bill homework.
No. Actually, I'm just going to go. I'm going to go ahead and get HBO Max right now. Anyway, I don't care. I need to do it anyway.
And when I look at the
Tune in
page,
next time to
if you-
follow up on
if
this.
you pull up the page for the 8K
While you're doing that,
signature
Bill, I don't
edition-
want anybody to see your password, so we're going to
That's okay.
take you down.
Password 123. I can remember that.
And
Yeah.
If you pull up the page for the 8K signature edition, it's actually done by Authentic Cinema, right? So it's not even our Revolution, because for the signature editions, they're working with that company called Authentic Cinema, I think in Germany,
Yeah.
somewhere in Europe. So that is their version, you know.
Wow. Somebody said, did you turn the TV or Revolution off when you got rid of the capture card? Does that have any bearing on it, or like a reset of something?
It could do a re-handshake of the HDMI capabilities.
Maybe.
Nah, but
Weirder things have happened.
Yeah.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
So
Yeah, have you
I
tried
took 'em
turning it
off.
off and turning it back on
Just
again?
unplug it and plug it back in.
Let me add them back to the stage. So yeah, so they're saying, Bill, try to turn it off, and that way, since you unplugged the capture card,
handshake.
it may do a different handshake. Try to turn everything off.
You have it turn the Revolution player off and back on?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah.
Could be right.
Unplug it.
No, I'm just doing a full reboot here.
Ain't got no gas in it.
I'm going to do a full reboot. Usually you can solve stuff with a quick restart, but I'm going to do a full reboot real quick. And then one of you guys could give me your login info for HBO Max. No, I'm just kidding.
I even have HBO Max. Gosh.
You know,
They don't have any fun shows that I want to watch on there.
That's another one. It's $22.99 a month.
You know, speaking
Yeah.
of apps, like Netflix is cracking down, man. Because I gave my mother-in-law my
Don't
password.
say that on here, man.
Oh, I don't care. It's part of my household. I gave her my, she lives in my household, so I gave her my password.
Yeah,
and
she's upstairs.
they were like, are you part of the household? I'm like, she's in the same IP. You want to?
Yeah, they do that. They do that.
All of those apps are doing that now. HBO, Disney.
So here's the other thing I noticed, and this is the third time it's happened. So when you power down and power back up again, you go to the apps, you get held on this screen that says preparing Android TV.
Yeah, it's probably loading everything.
Yeah, but I mean, it's weird that it has to do it every time. It's kind of annoying.
You did a full
one
reboot,
little
right?
con that I can
on the Signature series, is that fixed? No,
we don't know. We don't have the.
Could be. There's an extra processor.
These literally
and
just
extra
came
RAM,
out,
so it could be
we're not
What do you
running.
mean? You're talking about this delay of getting Android started?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that it would be different. Oh, from my brief conversation with Raphael today, he said the Signature basically has the same. It's basically the same as the regular one as far as that goes. The same app engine, same infrastructure.
Okay, all this is the same.
So
Yeah.
well, that wasn't too long. It was probably about 15 seconds or so.
So it's a player you don't want to ever turn off.
Ethernet is not connected. What?
Oh, well, that's why you're not getting Dolby Vision.
No, that's not true. I don't know why that said that. Yeah, obviously.
Well, that explains it.
Dial-up.
You're not getting Vision.
You're not getting vision. Period.
Yeah, let alone Dolby.
Got no W, got no vision, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
Wow, nobody two is out. Okay.
You're not getting vision at all.
Shoot, man.
So no, I'm not seeing Dolby Vision up here anywhere. That's really strange.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think there's some streaming devices that do that too, that you can't get like the Dolby Vision.
Yeah.
And I'm also questioning whether or not you got the full on version of Netflix too.
That's
Right, that's another thing. Yeah.
Are you
No, I
paying?
do.
for
I
that?
know for a fact I do. I did that on
I know. I just checked. $24.99 is the highest tier. So if you're paying $24.99, you got the highest tier.
Well, if you go into your setting, it'll tell you. If you go into the settings on your Netflix, it'll show you what tier you got. No.
I
I thought it was
my
more than
Netflix.
that.
Let me see.
Oh.
That's not as bad as I thought it was.
Anyway,
Any of these streaming services bundled? Like you get Hulu, HBO, and whatever Prime.
Only if they're the same company, like Disney and Hulu.
Disney,
ESPN,
ESPN,
Hulu.
Hulu.
Hulu, yeah.
They're all the same company. So
Yeah, I pay for that. I think it's like $30 a month for that.
yeah.
Every year it goes up. It's crazy.
Yeah, I
right?
know, it's crazy. And then I pay for Paramount because you got to have that shit too.
Mhm.
And then luckily Amazon is still free to Prime members, so that at least is nice.
Oh,
that
no,
if
not
you're-
technically. Remember, it was free with ads for Prime members. They had to pay an extra $4 or $5 without the commercial. They still got the people who have Prime to pay a little bit more if you didn't want the commercials.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
don't want the
Now, they
commercial.
should get you.
I wonder if the fact that it just says HDR means that it's got Dolby Vision going.
No,
If it says HDR, then it's just HDR 10.
it's HDR 10 plus or
Yeah.
10. Yeah.
But the Sony does a Dolby doubly, so it should do it right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when you go to the when you were on the NVIDIA Shield, did it show it there?
No,
Yeah,
No.
see, that's what's weird.
That's
it wasn't
weird.
showing it there either.
I
don't-
think your subscription's acting up right now. I think that's what's going on.
Could it be that we're streaming and the bandwidth is such that it's saying
No, you mean like my internet bandwidth here? No, I don't think that would be an issue. I'm gonna look up, see if I can get on my Netflix account and just see if
You have been demoted for.
I know I paid for the
Dolby
highest tier.
Vision. We
They're
are
like,
moving
he
here.
just tried to log on with a capture card. We're cutting his shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're
they got hip
cutting
to that.
all ties to your services, sir.
No sharing allowed.
Check your email and see if they send you a message. Call us now.
yeah.
So here we go. So hold on, I'm gonna just do this real quick.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, it. Oh wait, almost there. Let's create your.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was wondering.
Create your
Yeah.
account. What are you talking about? Oh, I already have an account.
So anyway,
guys,
you
this
might
is-
not be able to play Dolby Vision, and you might not be able to play Atmos, even though it says
we will
Atmos.
need to follow
You know,
up with them.
I
for
like our
confirmation.
evolution thing, but I don't know if I just feel not feeling that it needs to have these apps built into it. That's my personal.
Well, I mean, I didn't think it did either because it's just such a specific product, for the collector to burn the rip
Exactly.
stuff.
It stands alone. It doesn't. I love all the other bells and whistles, the extra video processing and the better power supply.
Yeah.
That's why I'm attracted to our evolution. Is those things.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
because I'll be honest with you, I'm probably still going to switch to my Apple TV.
exactly. I'm going to do Apple TV. I'm going to do my
Because
work.
Apple is very reliable.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that
I'm-
everybody's experience is going to be compared to an Apple TV.
Yeah.
The only thing the Apple TV is missing is
Lossless.
pass-through audio.
Yep.
Right.
If it did that, I guarantee you,
that was the
every
deal breaker for me.
Somebody else.
player
That
would
was
not
that was a deal
exist
breaker for me because I
over
mean, as far as streaming music goes, Apple TV was always missing the first couple of seconds of Dolby Atmos music when I'd stream, and then NVIDIA does that better.
Nvidia's good. Yeah, I like the Nvidia. I'm happy with my Roku Ultra HD because I use Control 4 to control it, and it's fine.
You have a good point, Macro. Not everybody likes Apple. It took
I
me a while.
just
Well,
I just
yeah.
popped that
And I
up
mean,
there too.
there's nothing
It took
wrong
me
with
it took
that.
me a while to get into the Apple ecosystem.
No,
but
I'm
I
usually
really still
all-
don't like it. But
I'm usually
Mhm.
all Apple all the time, but it was I just I brought the my Apple TV over to my condo, and now I have the NVIDIA Shield in
If
here.
the NVIDIA
Like,
Shield,
I hate Apple
Nvidia
products.
good too.
yeah, if the NVIDIA Shield wouldn't have updated their OS and their app and make it bloated, I would still be using that, and I wouldn't even have an Apple TV 4K.
I have an Apple phone for work, and I have my Samsung Galaxy for my personal phone. I hate iPhone with a passion. I love my Mac, and I love Apple TV.
Yeah.
It's just.
it's like a pick
I
and
will
choose,
say
right?
that sometimes you do have on the older models, not on I've on the newest Apple TV. I have not had to reset that thing not one time. But my oldest model Apple TV, I put it in my bedroom, and I do have to reset that occasionally. I have to power it down and power it back on. But
I'm using my Gen 1 Apple TV as a mirroring device and just to share my screen and stuff.
Mhm.
It doesn't even have the App Store on it, and it still works fine.
yeah,
Mhm. You know, that's a PD is going to be an improvement video wise over the past. I'm sorry, the evolution, the new evolution over the past evolution. Is there any video differences?
Well, I already knew there was a video. There's a marked video improvement from the Player 1 8K to the Player Pro 8K, just from some basic components inside it. I don't know specifically off the top of my head what they are, but not just the power supply. There's some like some special capacitors or something in there that make it. This is so weird. It's trying to
get you have to get a Cinemic Arvolution.
Oh yeah,
That's the go on the gold dust. That's
There you
premium.
Get a Cinemic. They got Cinemic Apple TVs, right?
Yeah. And
Get you a Cinemic Arvolution. That's like the signature on steroids.
Yeah, I was gonna get the Apple TV for review, then tariffs happened, and it's just like,
Well, the new one's not out yet.
What is the Cinemic?
No,
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. What is that?
they're the ones that add the higher end power supply
components
Oh.
stuff
to
like that inside Apple.
So they actually go onto the
They hot
board.
rod
and-
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They manually solder stuff onto the board.
they supercharge
better
your
components.
devices, so people send it to them to.
There's a Cinemic Trenoff too. Trenoff gives them permission.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, well, that's
Yeah, they work on quite a few products. They electronically, quote unquote, improve them and things like that. So
I haven't checked them out.
I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm glad we saw this tonight because now I'm gonna have to look into this Dolby Vision thing more before I actually do my presentation video on this thing.
For sure.
and Bill, tell them to do something about the interface in general.
Mhm.
They need to clean up. That
Well,
interface is
what in
ugly as
particular?
hell.
What do you mean, like the display where the titles are?
Yeah, and then even the general home screen, right? They just have you staying at that
Higher
blank,
end look.
that blank page with just some simple. I'm pretty sure they could do something, some animations, something.
Oh, there you can do animated backgrounds and stuff.
Not when you're on the movie. I'm talking about, for example, when you're on the homepage, right? Where
You mean when
scroll
you
to-
first turn the
those
player on?
menus? Yeah, it's just. I feel like it
Oh,
would be
okay. I
better.
see what you're saying.
They're dated like the Lumigen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Well,
feels
yeah, and I mean,
almost like a
Oh my
Lumigen.
God.
It's like they're using the
Well,
default.
technically, you're not even supposed to be going there. Those are only for settings. Now that they have the apps, I understand that. So technically, with the Zapiti, it automatically went into it would automatically go into the Zapiti video, right? Same thing with this.
The Zidu interface looks more appealing.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree.
Way.
know what
When
you
I
mean.
say appealing, I say way more appealing. Than
No.
our
I mean
version.
that main menu when you first turn it on, the one that's behind me right
Mhm.
now, the one that I'm scrolling.
Yeah,
back and forth,
right.
That's it's almost as if they just took like the.
It's like a high school,
setup
like
for,
one of the
Android
interns
and
just fixed
left
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get into the Arvolution app, then it's fine because
Yeah,
everything
it
looks
looks
great.
great.
Yeah, because I think that display's cool. I wish they could bring the video wall back because now they're back to a maximum of 3 lines on the titles. I don't know why. I don't know what's holding them back from doing the big video
Yeah,
wall.
'cause that's what I like about my Zadu. I can do anywhere from 3 rows, 5 across, or I can end up doing like 8 rows.
Yeah, that's what they.
Yeah,
used
the
to-
Zidu
20
has a
I
much
I
better.
can get a lot of movies, more than I can read. It's like, oh, it's too small. I can't even read.
yeah.
Well,
No,
it
I
looks
mean,
like you're gonna have to come back next week and give us.
I
an
think
update
generally
on all this
speaking,
stuff.
it wasn't like the players needed to have a TV app thing
Mhm.
built into it, but it just brings more customers into the
Yeah,
picture, you know.
Yeah. So no, I understand this macro. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know how many
Yeah,
movies
but
do you?
this comment right here pretty much explains it all. This is the gist of the difference
But-
between Arvolution
I can understand it, but I still like
You have to take a step back on this now. Look at the price of drives right now.
Mhm.
If you're going to put together a 20 terabyte eight drives NAS,
It's still going to be
Right.
less than a
Still gonna be
kaleidoscope
way cheaper
storage.
than a 20 terabyte count.
I don't know. Those drives are $500 a piece now.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
find used ones. You have options, man.
And
Yeah.
you don't need 20
Yeah,
terabytes.
you can
either.
easily outweight the market. There's
Well,
options.
I mean, I got over 2,000 movies. So for my
They were
collection-
they're selling them for 300% more. They're not
Well,
selling-
now, yeah, the prices are insane now.
Yeah,
Well,
Like the
no, I'm just
market.
saying, like, whenever a hard drive was $300, the equivalent in the K world was $3,000.
Right.
So
Right.
your 600 hard drive
8 times
is
6 is
still
4,800.
$3,000 over here. It's still not even close.
Well, look, yes, I understand terabytes to terabytes, yes, but to get into the system, if you're talking $500 for 8 drives, you're at what, $4,000 there? 500 times 8, yeah,
Yeah, something like
$4,000 there. Then you got to buy the NAS still,
yeah, and
right?
you could
And then you got to buy the player.
yeah.
Yes, you're going to have 100 terabytes.
No, but I guess we're specifically.
Well, that's
talking
what
about-
you got to compare. What's 100
Right.
terabytes in K world?
Yeah, it's quite expensive.
right,
Yeah,
and
100
we're-
grand.
but basically we're talking about
Yeah.
you're centralizing and organizing your personal
But at
collection.
least it's
in
yours,
Revolution. You're not like if somebody started a home theater hobby and they built a room and they got 0 movies, they own
Right.
0 movies. If you started from scratch and went the Revolution route, or you started from scratch and went the Kaleidoscape route, what would be more expensive?
Look, I mean, first of all, with the one that you have, it has 2 bay ports, right?
Yeah,
So technically, you could put 2 32 terabyte drives in there,
right, you get 64
and
more
get
terabytes there.
64. Get 64 terabytes.
And you're covered for a long time. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So you can rip your movies in there too.
Okay,
So
the 96 terabyte Terra Prime is 30,000
Oh, it's only 30,000.
for a 96
That's
terabyte.
it.
A 30 terabyte is 12,000.
No, that's
18
easy.
terabyte is
Yeah, see that's
8,000 and
and your initial investment in Kaleidoscape is going to be bigger because you're buying a lot of storage that you haven't used yet. In other words, the
for
Revolution
sure.
you
The
can build
storage-
as you go.
you can build it. Yeah, I mean, you can start
Well,
with
it
the,
depends on how you play. It depends on what RAID you put your NAS
You
in.
have
too.
to you have to commit to a drive size.
right,
right.
for sure.
I have 3 12s in my NAS right now. I'm not
20
even-
terabytes are $450 right now on.
So I have 3 12 terabyte drives in my NAS right now, 36 total. I'm using 19 maybe, and then if I ever wanted to get 2 more, I just pop them in there, and now I've got 24 more terabytes to go.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying that it's you're not going to get the terabyte, but your initial investment is
Well, I like Revolution, and I kind of agree with what Mac is saying. Stuff like sometimes I'll go pick a cheap movie up, like really good movie. I get it on sale, and I can just rip it, and that's great, But I still see the Kaleidoscape.
Oh yeah,
I love my Kaleidoscape, and it's for those.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to probably use my Kaleidoscape as a storage. I'm using the Revolution for that.
that's
In
what I said
no,
all
in no
along.
conversation are you going to say that the Kaleidoscape's equivalent or cheaper to get into.
No,
You gotta
and
buy
I
a
wouldn't
player,
even
you
use the
gotta-
large capacity
So, but
Kaleidoscape because
just
I'm just
forget
using
it-
it for like the
forget
first
about the
run
money.
movies or the
Right.
unique things that they offer. So I don't
Right.
even need the massive storage Kaleidoscape.
Yeah,
I'm happy with the 8 terabyte.
exactly. Yeah,
Because I'm just going to use that for the
Right.
very few movies that
yeah,
I know Kaleidoscape gets really well, gets
Yeah.
done really well because they
And you
either have.
Those are the
and we
demos.
say it all the time, right? It's not a replacement for
It's not a
your-
replacement.
No,
Personal
no, yeah,
collection.
exactly.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, 'cause
computer.
Well, I
Revolution
asked
great.
It's an
Kaleidoscape.
expensive complementary solution.
I
Look,
asked
if you got
Kaleidoscape-
the money, it can be whatever you want it to be, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
there's some
There
of
are
us
the
that-
clients who don't have any problem with buying 2 96 terabyte servers and a Strato V.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
spend
Exactly.
$118,000. I've sold that.
You get the
Yeah,
Revolution to put your own media on there because I asked Kaleidoscape and they said no, you can't get any porn on Kaleidoscape. So that's
Yeah,
a
that's
use
true.
case right there. I mean,
4K 3D porn.
yeah, exactly. I'm just saying.
It's
Hey,
time to
I
it's
You
time
can
to
put
end
all
the
you
show.
want on your
I've already
Revolution.
got that. Like from 3D 40. Yeah.
Send Ike a special version and he'll be like, yeah, I like that backdrop. That's much
Mhm.
better than
Oh man.
This
sure.
is another macro proxy comment from earlier. He said that he's not aware of any Google TV device that can't do Dolby Vision. So,
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
but I thought oh, never mind. I thought Apple TV couldn't do it for a while, and then now it does. And that maybe I'm wrong,
No, Apple TV does Dolby Vision.
but it always has, right?
No, not always. It was
Not
it's not-
not the first version, I don't
Yeah.
believe.
Right.
but it's been Dolby Vision for a while now.
Yeah, I don't know
Several
what's
years.
going on here. But I mean, I don't know if it's but then I don't have any feedback from my system to know whether I'm actually seeing Dolby Vision.
Well, doesn't your TV pop up Dolby Vision?
No, my OLED does. My LG OLED does at home when I do that, but not this one.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Are you
wonder
sure
if-
that TV's
wonder if
Dolby
some
Vision?
yeah, no, I wonder if for some reason I turned Dolby Vision off on this TV. I'm gonna check right now. I don't know why I would have, but maybe I did when I was experimenting.
Mm.
Let me
Do you
take
have
look.
you have a disc?
No, I'm going into the menu on the Sony. Hang on.
Yeah, Case Cave has this place, but like I
Yeah,
said,
it's a
Revolution also
dual-
has a great solution for those
Yeah.
who have a collection and or have been storing stuff on NAS
that's-
for years
That's why I
and
have.
want an interface. It's a
Yeah.
to do all those type are great for people who have these massive collections they've had for years on their NAS and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's got its place too. So
Yeah.
I don't even think
That's like me. I have the Zapidi, and I have a huge kung fu collection that I would never get on the K-Skate.
Oh,
I have all of
absolutely.
that
Yeah,
stuff on the Zapidi.
Yeah.
And I
Same
tell you
thing
what,
with
Spend that much
3D
money to do
movies.
that, yeah.
You know, I got a bunch
I tell-
of 3D movies on the Zapidi.
Me too,
I tell you
yeah.
what, the upscaling on the Revolution, if you watch like animated stuff, like Finding Nemo or
I'm
any
gonna have to use.
any-
I'm gonna have to
any
plug
stuff
mine.
like that, it is. I mean, the animation upscaling on that is just
Yeah,
unbelievable.
they got the upscaling. That is one
Yeah,
thing
it
that they
is.
did.
It
They
is.
did
And that's
really
phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's what their benefit is to make what you've been storing as look the absolute greatest it can look.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
it's definitely phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it
you
looks.
guys even know if the Sony on the Sony I can even turn Dolby Vision off. I don't think I can. I don't even see a setting.
I don't think you can turn it.
Yeah, I don't think you can turn it off. I
Now, if
don't
you have
know.
a projector like me, I don't even have Dolby Vision, right?
No,
Right, no, you don't have Dolby Vision.
Well,
Yeah, so-
most projectors don't have Dolby Vision. They
Yeah, so that wouldn't affect.
default to HDR10.
Yeah, I don't have Dolby Vision.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Does yours
Trick
look
you
like
to
this?
see Dolby
Yes,
Vision.
sir, Bobby. We're talking the Revolution Player Pro TV version. So
Oh.
it now has
Does it look
You-
similar to this?
it has TV apps.
That is the CD, right?
It
That's
does,
the
look a little- it
signature.
does look pretty similar.
That's the
is
signature
Dune
CD, right?
version
Well,
of
they're
it.
all made from Dune players. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Right.
Oh, man.
There's a little yellow tag say below.
Is that the
HDMI.
signature one,
Oh.
Paul? Is that the signature player?
Yeah,
Dune?
their
Yellow
version of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
What's that yellow tag on the back, Paul?
What does it say? This is not
Shoot,
a
I
real
don't know.
HDMI port.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. There's HDMI in and out. And I have to.
Yeah, they're all from the same
Oh, wait.
manufacturer.
Hey, Paul, I did not know you were like me. I have my magnifying glass right next to my
Do
door.
not hot swap HDMI cable, so I powered on. That's what that says. And I have
Wow.
HDMI out and an HDMI audio.
My HD.
They got you looking like Frankenstein right there.
over here looking like Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock.
My dear Watson.
Like the homeless version of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
It's got the white hair too.
You can't be using glasses and magnifying glasses.
Yeah,
at
Oh, I
the same
do. I
time.
have, yeah,
Dude's
funny.
got a fucking telescope in front of him.
You might burn a hole in the back of that set.
I got the Hubbles on it. I got the Hubbles on it.
I don't know where my magnifying.
Did you guys
Oh,
not
man.
see was there not a price listed on the email that you got from Revolution?
Yeah, this price is in there,
Yeah.
but they're not American prices. You know, they're
American price. That's
Well,
what I'm
how much
talking
is-
about.
how
American
much
They're
is-
price.
euros.
Signature.
So
they're euros, I think. Yeah,
How
I
much
think
is the
it's-
signature TV?
yeah.
So-
and the
oh.
signature was up there. It was a lot. Really
Signature was
pricey.
close to
Oh,
3,000.
my
bucks
price is
before.
in American.
Yeah,
It was
that's
3,000 what?
It was
Euros.
3,000.
euros,
2002, I think it was, or something.
3,000 euros, I think.
Yeah, it's up
Let
there.
me
It's
see if
not
I
for the faint of heart, but I
Mhm.
can put it in the chat.
Wait, okay, so this is only about the signature
Financing
edition of this
available?
email. I got
No,
it.
it's actually cheap. Wait, no, I was looking at the wrong one.
I put it on layaway.
Yeah, it's 3,098
Yeah.
euros
So euros.
for the Lair signature version.
So now I'm trying to find
What
the
is it?
price.
3,000.
98.
Yeah, Chuck. The reason you want to hold on to that Zapedia is because of the 3D too. You know, it used a lot of 3D. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
you have all the
question.
flavor of the
True.
3D.
Does
Oh,
yeah?
the
Does,
So
new one doesn't have
3,580.
The
does the
Evolution
$3,500?
new Arvolution play 3D? Because I know
new
that
Arvolution
original
doesn't have
8K
3D?
doesn't.
No.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
wow.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
it
It
does
has side
have-
by side.
It had the
It
side
does
by
not-
side.
It does
Oh,
not do
okay.
the frame packing, but it does side by
Oh,
side.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
Don, what's
Z2
up?
does all the flavors, right? But Evolution
The only one that still does frame packing is the one that I need to steal from Ike because you don't watch 3D.
Oh, it's the
Is
regular
the-
pro player.
the
Pro
4K.
player one.
The original 4K.
original one.
Yeah, I have the signature Zapedia, and that one does it. And
Just pay me,
it's-
man. It's sitting in my closet, man.
Pay you.
It'll cost you a few. Just send me one of your unused Kaleidoscope
But, you know,
players.
One thing that Bill and I talked about
Another.
was, the difficulty of even finding drives to rip these
Yeah.
Yeah, they all of a sudden became very scared.
Scotio's giving us links. You got to look at the right places.
Yeah, you gotta join the club.
Scotio's
I
got-
mean,
we
it's
got-
tough though. I mean,
we got
it's not like
ways.
all the Panasonics are gone,
All the Asus ones
are
are
gone,
gone.
all
Yeah.
the LGs are gone, right?
The actual
So
drives.
those are the optical drives that you rip. You know,
Yeah.
you rip your
Oh, I see.
backups onto.
Yeah.
You need an optical drive. And as a matter of fact, I just bought 2 Asus drives. I found them. And they
Talking about these
I-
drives?
and one of them I've literally ripped about 20. I've ripped about 20 movies,
I got the Asus
and
right here.
and the Asus went down. It will not read a disc after only 20 movies.
You don't rip the life out of me. What kind of movie?
And this
20 movies.
Ultra.
You probably traumatized it, man.
I don't know, man. I paid $200 for that thing, and it's not working anymore.
What is Paul trying to show?
I've
us?
got a stack.
I gotta
of
be careful zooming in on Paul's stash, man.
I got a stack of them. I 3D printed a housing.
We're gonna need some light, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many do you have?
I have a few.
Golly.
He has a plethora of
I
them.
have thousands.
Would you
of
say
movies.
you have a
I have
plethora?
thousands of movies, dude. I'm not.
Yeah,
Doing them one
that's
at a
helpful
time?
for when you're ripping TV shows. You got to have at least 3 drives when you're ripping
Yeah.
TV shows.
mhm.
Yeah.
Other than that, you'll be there all
I have-
day.
Sitting there
Oh,
waiting.
you have a plethora.
I have the. I have 4. I actually have 4 UHDs, and I have 3 DVDs separate for music. If I'm doing music as well, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
can't find the price on this Pro 8K TV anywhere. Not the signature model, the regular one.
It's on there.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't think I got the email. I looked for it.
It's
I didn't see it.
1,600 euros. The Pro 8K
So
TV.
1,600.
I'm gonna put it in the chat so you can share.
Mm.
I mean,
So
this
that's 1849. That's about the price that the other ones
Yeah,
were. too.
I just put a link on the.
There's
if you wanna
that's
share.
about the going rate. I mean it. That's it's about right.
$3,590. That's for the
signature
TV
one.
signature.
That's the sig.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
the
I got
extra
it.
extra.
14, 15 euros. Okay. I
You're
got
paying. You're paying extra for Dolby Vision.
Mm.
Can you order the Arvolution directly from them, or does it have to be through a dealer?
Oh,
No,
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's got to be through a dealer. So you, as far as I know, you can get it from me or Value Electronics now. But like I said, it's going to be better off if we get some quantity instead of just ordering one.
how
at
does
a
it come
time.
with rack ears?
Well, this does say
Yes, does
free-
come with
free
rack ears for
world
sure.
free delivery worldwide.
Why
Uh-oh.
the hell are
I don't
you
know why
getting
it says
why
that.
you getting a different payment then?
I don't know why it
Yeah.
says that, and that's
I'm getting
really odd.
1,699. You're getting 1,415.
Maybe
Is that
that's
a dealer
price?
You're showing out though.
That's euros, 14.55.
But I'm getting 1699 euros. I'm looking at it right here.
Well, I think it's the number of them that you buy. You see here?
No.
Right.
Well,
because
your
it says-
pricing is
No,
higher.
that is a
2X,
price
3X.
payment. No, that is a payment
Yeah.
plan.
all I did was take the link that you sent me. That's all I did.
I know, but those numbers there, the 2X
Yeah, the
are like a
quantity is
payment.
below. That
Those are like a payment plan.
yeah, he's talking about
Oh,
two
okay.
payments, 3 payments, 4 payments, right?
Yeah.
You know, the internet's now, certain people pay higher prices than other people.
All
because-
I did was
know.
click the link that you sent.
Yeah, where do you have your VPN connected to?
I know.
I got my VPN connected to the $1,100 price tag.
Oh,
Somewhere in
I'm
Scandinavia.
gonna
Not
get
to
my
be
VPN to
mentioned.
go through the trailer park, so they just don't think I have any money.
Yeah. It's-
Yeah, mine is going through Scandinavia.
Okay, well, you know, them-
That's funny.
Nah, that would be a long ass.
Oh,
bounce,
the
man.
macro proxy has a player 1 4K.
That is so strange, man.
Oh, it looks like a different remote too. It's a round remote.
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth. That's a Bluetooth remote.
No, that's the newer one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that one.
It also comes with a separate TV remote for the apps.
really.
The little one, and I found it like I still can't figure out what I can't do with this one that I can do with that other one. I don't know.
Now, does that was that Chow Mein driver still control this one for C4, or
I think. Well, no.
is it who not Chow? Or is it either
Yeah, Chow Mein.
or
Yeah,
the
Chow
other
Mein.
one?
I
yeah.
mean, it has our Evolution driver.
Yeah, that one worked pretty good. The one last time I set that up for a client of ours.
See what I'm seeing?
Oh, there you go.
But you're on
What?
10x. You're on the 10x. Go
That is a
to-
payment plan, bro.
I
It's
don't
not.
care.
That is look. It's a payment plan. You see that? Like
Yeah,
if you want to
you
pay,
end up paying more if you go 4 payments, 10 payments. That's what
Oh,
that is.
okay.
I'm on the 4. It's
I don't
still
know, bro.
$16.99. I'm just.
Mine-
That's it.
Mine's
What's it?
$14.99.
What's it?
What the heck, man?
Let me go buy like 6 of them because they're $200 cheaper.
Yeah, no kidding.
They borrow your link.
I mean, if it says free delivery worldwide, I mean that you could just order directly from that site. Why
There you
not?
go.
And then
Yeah, this is from the Evolution store itself.
So look, if you guys are looking for support, right? This is where you have your dealer. You have Bill help you, or you have.
Yes, Bill.
you know,
Bill.
Oh yeah,
Bill,
'cause I've been such a big help tonight.
But look, I mean, look, we
Tonight.
Bill will do some
You-
cramming, and then he'll be able to help you.
look. Well, not
Yeah.
only that, but you know the system inside and out, right?
Yeah,
But
I
you-
mean,
You know who to
you
ask.
absolutely
You know
do,
the
right?
people. You know the.
I change your zip code. You might get a cheaper price.
right. Hey, I got to tell you,
based on income.
I'm not connected from Martha's Vineyard or something.
totally unrelated. But the thing I've been most impressed
Does it come with
with this whole broadcast is that diffusion in the back of Chuck's room. That was really good looking. Did you
Yeah.
do that yourself back there?
Yeah, I did. Actually, no, I bought them, but I did it myself. As
So
far
it's not
as-
like homemade, like one.
no,
block
no,
at a time,
no, it's
right?
not.
No, that's
One
five
block at a
acoustic.
time.
Yeah,
No, that looks really cool.
Yeah, those
yeah I
things
got
are
some
not
there,
cheap. man.
and I have someone. You probably can't see it. I got
And
someone.
did you
to sell
notice?
it
Did you
as well.
notice the change in the sound character after you did that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I went to his room, Bill. The sound stage in that room is like 3 times the size of the room. That's how
Really?
big the sound stage is. Yeah, it's ginormous.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
I was, because I do a lot of this professional for a living, but I was impressed at just what I liked about Chuck's room is how noticeable just that minimal amount of acoustical treatments in just the right places has a dramatic effect. All I needed.
I feel like I got very lucky with my room and with treatment because my room is like a hybrid. There was a drum set up in here for a while. There's a whole Pro Tools rig, and we've done a lot of vocal recordings and stuff. So I've had room treatment for my various studios over the years, and I just learned that a lot of it is just instinctual. I kind of just we started running the system with no treatment anywhere, and then I just started placing things in different places and stepping back and see what it sounds like, and you just hear little changes going on. And early reflections obviously is the most important thing, but there's a science to it, but there is also your brain to
place it there and see how you like it. But
like in Don's room with no treatment in there, I was like, damn, well, I wouldn't over treat this room because I think kind of the reflection that he is getting in that room has some nice character to it. So you don't want to get rid of that completely. You want to have a little
but it will help localization as he
placement. Your perception
localization will improve. It's great. Still, I mean, I heard it, but I know it will only get better because localization will improve.
But not go completely dead.
It won't. Right. Well, yeah. If he not if he doesn't, if he over deadens it, no. But as long as they use,
and adding
amount of
those type of treatments livens up the room. So.
Yes,
right.
It
spreads it out.
Diffusion is designed to sound wave hit and just breaks it up. So you're it's not absorbing. It's not making the room dead. It's just diffusing it so that your direct sound is the most clearest, coherent thing coming at you is your direct sound. Reflected sound is getting broken up by the diffusion.
Right. So, all the reflections are now minus 20 dB instead of the same volume as the original signal.
The purpose of diffusion is to get broken up enough to fall below the noise floor of the room.
Right.
So that the directed sound is what's really making it to your ears and not being convoluted by reflected sound.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't make the room too dead at the same time.
Exactly.
So Macro says DV apps can still be used for projectors. Yeah, I have the same thing. I have the Lumigen. The Lumigen takes it and converts it like you're talking about. So with the Mad VR has it built in for sure. Yeah, so you can use it with video processors, or even what's the room? What is that thing
room,
that
HD Fury?
HD Fury.
That's what I always used.
Yep.
Always used, and it works.
Look at Shane. Shane coming in with a $5.
$5
Shane. For the fruity IPA fund. Yeah, so you might have to take that back. Take that back, Shane, because Paul is on the wagon right now. He's he's not been drinking lately. So
yep, I'm co-dieting with the lady. So nice. my diet is no beer, no alcohol. Actually,
no alcohol.
Well, all you got.
What if you drank straight moonshine? That would not be.
That falls on the gasoline. It doesn't fall on the alcohol.
Exactly.
I'm not buying any beer with my money. This is Shane's money.
I know, right? So there might be a loophole there somewhere. So.
Hey, I didn't say I'd stop drinking alcohol at all. I just did and not drinking it during.
You know what I've been doing? I've
not drinking it unless there's an occasion. Basically.
I tell you what, I've been adding a little bit of bourbon cream to my coffee.
Ooh,
very nice.
Have you tried rum chata in your coffee?
I have not, but I do like the bourbon cream. I have to try it. Rum chata, you say?
Rum chata in your coffee.
Okay.
The lady will like it.
Oh, okay. I'll write that down. Rum chata.
Rum chata.
Rum chata. Well, look.
It's a little cinnamon. It has a little bit of a cinnamon.
Okay. So the good coffee.
One more thing.
Yeah,
welcome to the dark side of the home theater.
Hey, where we talk about brews and beers. You might like it too much, so be careful.
Okay. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try rum chata, but
you'll be like, damn it.
Well, with the burger cream is great. You don't even need to put the cream or sugar. Just everything. It's all that right. The cream, sugar, and the alcohol.
I drank enough alcohol on the cruise to last me for a little while. So
I would abstain after.
Oh, the rum chata is
it's a liquor. There I would drink for sure.
Okay, yeah, it's a liquor.
Yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to go check out the liqueur store tomorrow. Get some of that.
Yeah. No, I had my fair, and I was doing all kind of stuff. What do they do that now with the bourbons? They put the smoke in the bourbons now and everything else like that. Man, I tell you what, I'm not a bourbon drinker, but when you put it on a nice big block of ice and you put the smoke in there and you let it just melt just a little bit just to take the little hint of the bourbon off, man, it was delicious.
You feel like that guy, like stay thirsty, my friend. You know?
Now,
Yeah,
have you
no, the-
have you done the places where they'll bring out the alcohol and they'll actually pour actual liquid nitrogen in the drink?
I've seen them before, but I've never.
Yeah, I've done that before, and it's like
Like they
it's
do at
kind of like
Halloween
that's
and
kind of dangerous,
football.
ain't it? But
It's
it's
like
pretty
the
cool.
dry ice at the Halloween in the punch bowl. Not like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just determined that my Netflix is definitely not playing.
Yeah, it's not playing nothing. He just got his internet off right there, man.
Netflix says
It's not playing.
hey, Netflix says, hey,
Punchline.
hey, our revolution
not
was like,
playing.
let's cut him out before he says that.
All right,
Oh, man.
everybody, leave. Time to sign out.
Your shit's gonna blow up. Netflix hacked everything.
Yeah. He said the word net. Oh, yeah, it's
Man,
enough.
it ain't playing nothing now. Shoot, man.
Oh
it ain't-
man,
Hey, man.
that was perfect timing, huh?
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny.
Oh man, that is great. That is great. You can't even
Can't script that any better.
Yep.
have to pay him extra for his acting.
Up, he's back.
Oh,
Up,
sorry.
back.
No,
There's back.
because I know that my Sony when I'm Dolby Vision content has been playing, it automatically changes the mode to Dolby Vision. So I just pulled up Stranger Things because it said it was definitely in Dolby Vision on when I looked
Hey,
it
Bill,
up.
Bill, do me a favor. Take out whatever is playing in your background. I'm gonna
Yeah.
definitely gonna get an email telling me.
What is?
Turn it off.
I don't know. Just turn it off.
You mean just the picture?
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
yeah, company don't give you
AI.
any-
They got Ike's,
They
they
get-
got Ike's shit on speed dial, man.
Yeah, man. Like before, like I normally send you guys to,
If you hear the phone ring, just
before
let
we're
them
done,
know
it's
who it
just
is.
like boop, copyright.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not playing Dolby Vision for some reason. That's really weird. So I wonder if there couldn't be a setting in Arvolution that I'd turn it off. No.
Well, check one of the files and see if that plays in Dolby Vision. One that you know is definitely Dolby Vision.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before you do that, we're gonna remove you from the stage, though, because
Right.
I'm gonna remove you so that you don't get a copyright, which you probably already will.
Oh,
So
rum shut
yeah,
up.
I can see down the bottom. He's I can see when he's what it says.
Well, that's one thing with the Kaleidoscape. The troubleshooting is not like that.
Well, look,
it's like
man,
it's normally
speaking of that,
you know,
I've tried to rip my backup of Weapons, and what other movie was I having difficult with today? With I had to go to DVD Fab to rip it as an ISO because it kept getting error after error after error on it. It kept telling me harsh track errors. So I had to go to DVD Fab and rip it as an ISO.
I tend to rip my movies as ISO. Though.
No, I rip it as
with
BDMP
MKV,
with Make MKV.
and you were backing it up, just a file backup,
Yeah,
and it would go. That happens sometimes with some of them.
yeah. So I mean, I've had some issues, you know.
Now, if it's a issue with MKV and you're paying, because I've paid for,
Yeah, I paid too.
I paid for it, but no joke. And I've had a couple where doesn't work, and I'll send them the log because it'll make a title in your log, and you just send them the log 2 weeks. I've never had it take more than 2 weeks, and then you just come back to it, boop, and it works.
Yeah. And you could always upgrade that. There's like a section where it says upgrade the firmware, I guess, on it to.
Yeah. Once you have a
firmware.
license, once you pay for a license, you get it. I mean, it's free. It's open source, so it's always free. You can look it up, but I mean, it's so cheap. It's like, dude, just throw the guys a bone.
Yeah, no, I've donated to him.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, for sure.
But I picked
so-
up that Ben-Hur on Kaleidoscape and I have it on.
Yeah,
Vimeo.
I use X Reveal now.
You know?
Well, I have both of them.
And
I've never
Reveal
used
are
X
good.
Reveal. I've used DVD Fab, but what is X Reveal? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I
about?
found out that it ripped the ones that I was having difficulties with. I think Macro actually.
does
recommended
X Reveal
that
work
few
on
ones.
Mac?
I need to check.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
because that's I think.
Yeah, because that's why I use my Mac to do everything. too,
Yeah.
so.
So I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about this drive here. So let me add Bill back because I think
Yeah,
he's
no,
not
they
playing
actually
anything.
they do have a Mac OS version.
So
Okay.
were you able to get anything? The
No, I was just wondering. Do you guys know off the top of your head a movie that's definitely Dolby Vision?
I thought you were going to
Just
check
about.
the.
Here, let me pull up a list on my movie player. That
Oh, you're on the
definitely
movie player,
works.
Home Revolution.
This guy Micro said, "Do you have to enable
F1? Do you have
on the
F1?
Android setting?
The what setting?
Do you have to enable DV in the Android setting?"
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I didn't
So
really
you-
see an
well,
Android
no.
setting.
Well, it
But
might
our
be-
Revolution, no, you don't have to.
You shouldn't have to.
I
but
didn't
you
imagine
can
you
check
would
to
need to. I
see
thought
if
that
it's
would be just-
running. If it's running 10-bit 420.
but he's not even
or
getting it through his
444.
NVIDIA Shield either.
Yeah.
So that's what's
I'm going to check out.
Yeah,
Next
you
video.
owe the Dolby Vision gods a sacrifice.
Yeah. Couple
Don't
sheets.
pay your dues, Bill.
Avatar?
That'd be a goat.
No, that's not it. Anyway.
Any of the newer titles should have Dolby Vision.
Ready Player One, isn't that Dolby Vision?
It is.
You go. Isn't it?
I don't know. It may be now or in Kaleidoscape.
I think it always was, but DOV, it's Dolby Vision
Here.
/ HDR.
So Inception is Dolby Vision, Kung Fu Panda.
Micro said
That's it.
even his old Player One 4K had an Android setting.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think you have to enable.
No, I've never had.
I've never had to
Never
enable
had
it
to,
either.
and I've run through a bunch of our Revolutions. I never
Deadpool.
picked up-
You got Deadpool?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me take you down. 'cause we
Play.
can't-
Let me just see something here.
System settings.
I have to get him to point his camera down.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Wicket,
Well, everyone that's Dolby Vision is also HDR10, so
yeah, Wicket.
or HDR anyways. I don't know about HDR10. But Badlands is Dolby Vision. Predator Badlands.
He don't have that because it was the first time we saw it today.
The Running Man.
The Long Walk,
The
Kung
new
Fu
one.
Panda 2.
Tron Ares.
Trying to that was I was trying to think what was the movie, the last movie I saw. That was the one. Thanks. I can't remember until you just said that was the last Dolby Vision one I watched. Tron Air.
Ike's favorite, The Sound of Music, is in Dolby Vision.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
The
Just about
Hero
everything
Pro.
on Netflix is Dolby Vision now. Man.
Mhm.
Well,
Weapon.
At least in the last.
Let me
2
add
years,
Bill
right?
back to the stage. I think he's done.
Yeah, it had Ready Player One was definitely Dolby Vision, and it played it, and my
Okay.
TV what changed the settings for it.
so your apps are not in Dolby Vision.
Right.
Mm. Which
So
may
maybe
lead
it's
to that thing
not a misprint.
It may not be a misprint.
That's a reason to get the old signature series
Yeah.
right there.
no.
I mean, if
If you want Dolby
So the
Vision,
Look,
movies are Dolby Vision. but
I
the apps are
don't know.
Right.
Me personally, I don't think I'd spend the extra money for the signature series when I got an Apple TV sitting right there.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not.
Or really in the base model one, the non-signature, that should be a standard feature.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean the app should automatically come.
Yeah.
Apps, Android
So
apps.
he's
are
saying it's
automatic.
Marco, I
the-
think what you're referring to is the ability to choose between HDR and Dolby Vision and all of that. But I don't think there's an off settings, right? So, like you can select obviously if you want to do HDR10, if you want to do Dolby Vision, if you want to do.
Yeah,
But
you
by
can check
by
system
default,
settings.
it defaults. Except if you go in there and manually set it not to play Dolby Vision, which
Yeah.
maybe Bill probably did that accidentally.
Yeah, maybe you manually set an EDID setting.
Mm-hmm.
You can do
He
that.
said it's in the system settings.
So here's here's some HDR and Dolby Vision settings. Dolby Vision output mode,
Yeah.
player LED or TV LED. That's fine. That's okay. But it doesn't say anything about
Yeah, you already have your DV modes selected. So
how to output
How-
TV video. No. It's weird. It doesn't say. Okay. I'm looking for and then additional settings.
So wait, if you go back to that setting, go back to the Dolby Vision where we had the Dolby Vision. What is the very first one? The standard Dolby, that's TV LED. Okay, yeah, okay. That's different. I thought it had to do with the TV
Yeah.
option.
If you go back to the EDID setting, select that at the very top where it says
No, does this player
says
use the
auto.
Amlogic decoder?
Yes, I think so.
Okay,
that will tell you right there.
so
if
that
you-
should play the Dolby Vision. So
Yeah, it should.
streaming.
Look at all those 4K settings. So I mean, it's all, but none of them have anything to do with HDR or Dolby Vision.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
That
according to
is
what I'm
a
reading
setting
too.
in EDID though.
I got it on auto EDID. So
Yeah,
so
so
it
that
should
should
pick whatever is
Read
showing.
whatever your TV's capable of.
Yeah, what I'm reading here says that his should play Dolby Vision off the apps. Yeah.
So
Well, maybe the unit's got some buggy thing on it.
wait. Go back
Check
in
if you
there.
have an
Go
update.
back in where you were with the TV and do LLDV. Select LLDV on where you were in your Dolby Vision, and select LLDV and see if it plays it. Yeah, select right there. You had it. Try LL. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I use LLDV. That's what I
wait
do.
a minute. That could be it right there.
yeah.
That might be it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
then
Dolby
apply.
Vision
I
there it
normally,
is, yeah.
I normally do it on LLDV.
Yeah, you want to do LL.
Yeah.
So now go back
Now
to
go
your
play it.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take you off the cameras so that you can play.
You think it is.
Oh yeah.
Go
Take
back
them
and
off the.
back
Take
in
'em
the
off the big
Netflix.
screen now. Now see if it reads.
Think you found it, Paul. Well, Mac had said go into the system settings, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you,
I
but
was
you
like,
saw it. But you saw it there. I think
Normally it
mysteries-
autos to it. And
Yeah, it should
Select-
switch
So all
you.
he's doing is scrolling through menus now. So just don't play anything. Do you see the option for Dolby Vision now, Bill?
No, I mean the option's not there. But hold on, let me just check my picture mode.
I think that was it, though. I really, from everything, we've been
Yeah, I
saying,
have mine on LLDV.
LLDV should be the setting. Because it even popped up, said, okay, the Dolby Vision now will
Because that becomes player led versus
Yeah.
using the TV LED, which is what he had it on. But I mean, it's still the TV he's using.
Yeah, if the
So
TV's Dolby Vision, it should.
It should.
yeah.
It
so
should
Thank you.
work.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Handshake. Make it work.
But sometimes the EDID, you know how HDMI protocol works. If
Yeah, I agree, Marco.
it
You
doesn't
should-
work at all. That's how you know it's.
Yeah, just turn
Yeah.
everything off and turn it back on.
Yeah.
If it doesn't
Yeah,
work, give it a good bash.
Just turn it off and bang it
Maybe-
around a little bit.
Maybe
It
you need
works.
an 8K cable.
I have an 8K cable in there.
It's all about the
Oh.
cable, right?
Maybe you need to send it to Abe so he can test it with his new tester.
I'm gonna get on the phone with Raphael tomorrow. He'll be able to explain exactly
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try to boot power down and power it up again just to make sure that you know.
Now that you switched that setting, yeah.
Right, yeah. Because
That setting should retain, right? It should, once he locked in, it should retain, and once it reboots, it should
Yeah, we're out
stay
there
there.
doing our Revolution support.
Yeah. Well, you can tell we're not.
Our Revolution, you should send us all a player for
I
doing all this
know.
work.
Exactly. No, they really
You
should.
know, that's what they need to do.
You should send us a player, and we can help you figure it out.
No,
We'll break it.
I'll
I'm pretty
hear-
sure some of us will break it, but
I'll break
you
it.
know. At least you know.
I let's put it this way: if my signature series didn't play Dolby Vision from the app, I would download my own APK and put a compatible Dolby Vision app on it.
What you could do because it's Android.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, this one's not Dolby Vision compatible. Well, then I won't use that one. I'll use this other APK.
It says, can you ask him to access the Google TV menu and
Yeah,
access the
check
settings
also
there?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah,
Could be in there too.
but you see, that's the problem with having an all-in-one a la carte, right? You got too
Yeah,
many
I
things
mean,
to
I don't know.
figure to navigate.
It ain't the
It's
cave
like-
experience, I can tell you that.
Yeah, definitely.
We're
Don is
figuring
like,
it out on the
Don
fly.
is like, this is why I pay my 30 grand for my
That's why I like my
20 terabytes, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
repairing Android TV. Please stand by.
That's good. Very, very good. You can make a lot of money with that voice.
I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
Avoid where prohibited.
We can take this to the
Repairing
backstage,
Android
man.
TV.
Some exclusions may apply.
No, man, we gotta figure this out before we go. We gotta make sure.
Oh my God, no! We'd be
No,
here
we do not have
forever.
to figure
No,
this
we're
out
not
before we
doing
go.
that.
Asian version of the
We're
Nancy
gonna find
Drew
out in
mystery
2
here.
seconds here. We at least gotta find out.
They are
If
not paying me for
My
that.
projector doesn't even do Dolby Vision, so I don't care about your Dolby Vision.
I find it odd. I find it strange. You know, kind of
You find a Stranger Things, huh?
right. Weird that it would have like changing that setting to player LED instead of TV LED is all of a sudden going to make the Dolby Vision logo show up here.
Does it see
It
it?
should.
You see it?
Because of the
Well, if it's not handshaking, it technically it should already be there.
As long as you pay for pay for that service too.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just.
It should absolutely be there.
As if he's paying for the service and everything, handshakes should play just fine.
Yeah.
It should pop up
That-
Dolby Vision,
That's
and you'll
the
see it when the movie
whole.
plays. It'll say Dolby Vision in the upper right hand corner. You know, it's receiving the signal, and
Yeah, you can
you got all that doubly everywhere.
Yeah. I'll stick with the Apple TV. Thank you very much.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm thinking too, man.
I mean, look, we once this is the first, like you said, this is the first player in the U.S. So I
Yeah.
mean, once we figure it out,
I
you
think
know,
they have a plan. They'll clean it up. It's,
Yeah.
it looks,
Yeah.
you know, it's a jack of all trade master.
and one thing I will tell you is Arvolution is fantastic at pushing out updates.
Yeah, they
I
do
mean,
like every
yeah.
other.
They send out a ton of updates. So if there's something wrong or something that they think that needs to be fixed,
Well,
you-
they can
you-
watch this podcast, and they definitely got a lot of input. They can,
for sure. You
Do
know?
something about the interface, man.
Yeah.
Make it lively, something. I don't know. It just feels bland.
well,
I mean, I don't think
make
that
it
you use
really
that
lean.
interface.
Make it-
I don't have a problem
make
with
it
it.
little
I
stand.
do.
Well,
funny,
I mean,
it's-
you have a point where the old one you don't have to see it. You know, it would be only going there to specifically change a setting, and then you would never see it again.
Right.
But if it's going to be a media streamer as well,
Then I agree with it.
you kind of want it to look a little polished.
It's
even if
got to look
just a-
polished. It's got to
yeah.
look fluid, right? You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
It's got to look like it's on purpose. Nothing
absolutely.
8-bit. You know, the icons can't be
Funky or changes.
I mean,
So what did you see, Bill? Did you see anything?
no change. All
No,
right.
you know that this is we could spend another 20 minutes poking around on this, or I could solve it in 5 minutes talking to Raphael tomorrow.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
he'll-
I mean, it could be something if you have another device plugged in, because the EDID, the way HDMI works, if you have like 2 outputs, it's going to go to the lower capability.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and I've had that problem, you know.
Well, keep us posted because definitely we definitely know
Yeah,
what was it. You know, just
Our,
I mean, we could
our
follow up.
original question that needs answered is:
Yeah.
Is it a misprint that the TV series
yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's
The
one.
does
non-signature one.
play Dolby Vision or Atmos? Because
Correct. That's-
it says it doesn't, according to the website.
yeah,
But it also says that it doesn't have 2 outputs.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
which it does. 2
So-
HDMI outputs, and it says that it
Correct.
doesn't have HDMI inputs.
So that means either Don or Ike can put out a update
an APB.
video.
I mean, Bill, we'll
So
have Bill-
here's where I'm at. So I now obviously I'm going to be postponing my little presentation video that I'm doing right now until I get all my answers figured out. I'm gonna play with this for a few more days. I'm thinking that maybe I'll do a follow up with you next week, but
Yep.
I'll just do a segment. I won't stay on and hog your whole show with it, but we'll answer those questions that we had, and then after that, Let me have it just a couple more days, and I'll get it to you in time for your next show, so you can talk about it.
That'd be awesome.
That's a lot of exposure for it. I mean,
for sure.
By then, everybody watching will understand what Arvolution is. You know,
Yeah.
you're still
and I want to see
you're
what it
still
looks like.
struggling to get people to even recognize what they
I
are.
I may set the camera up in the theater and do some 8K upgrading. You know, some
there you
8K. You know,
See if it's legit.
see if it's
Upscaling.
legit for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be definitely a good trial, Don. Really push it and see what it does. What are you getting?
Problem is, you're not going to see it across YouTube because obviously YouTube. First of all, our StreamYard is
Well,
limited
you'll
to
see it, and you'll be able to
1080p.
tell
Right.
us, though.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, right. You'll be able to see and tell us, hey, you know, what are
Right.
you getting?
Yeah. So, but
All
yeah.
right, cool.
Well, look. Sorry we didn't get to you guys in the. And I just want to make sure that we didn't miss anything. First of all, want to thank Shane again for the lovely chat. You know, thank you for that. And
Thanks
then
to Macro Proxy for all the input and a lot of stuff.
just want to make sure we didn't miss any questions here before we go. Did you see anything, Ike?
Tomorrow is spring.
No.
That's true.
No, I don't know.
I have not been actually looking that much. I've seen the comments every.
I'm
now and
flipping
then.
through them now to see if there's anything we missed.
Yeah,
I
just
did
want to
not
make
stay
sure.
on it, so-
Everybody
Does anyone
out there? Thank you.
Does anyone have a release for Fire and Ash?
Tomorrow is spring. I saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know the date for that, but we
Nine
can
plus
try to
one.
look it up.
Oh, tomorrow, as in tomorrow, is spring, right? Because it's already.
Well,
the
technically, it is spring now.
Like when it's supposed to come
I
out.
thought it was the
Depends on where
21st.
you're
Was
at.
the first day.
It says December.
Yeah, I thought it was the 21st too.
Yeah, no, but they posted that after 12 midnight. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense now.
Are you asking when it's coming out on disc, Bobby? Or
Yeah, because it's already
on
out,
Cloud
right?
Escape? It's already out, but which is
It was
impressive.
released on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I put on
Fire
a
and
tinfoil hat, if I put on enough of a tinfoil hat, I would suspect, I wouldn't be surprised if that all of a sudden the void of those drives, the Asus drives, the LGs, and all of a sudden just not being available anymore, that Kaleidoscape might be behind that.
So AI says
To some
All these
degree,
data
you know.
centers no more?
Mm.
AI says March 2026. That's all it says for
Oh.
Fire and Ash.
So that's probably the disc, right?
Yeah, that's the 4K disc. Yeah, because Fire and Ash is already out.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Stephen McCauley's not listening anymore because that was a long time ago. But he said, "Will the Player Mini get the ability to have apps like the new Player Pro?" No,
No,
I don't see that
No.
happening.
no.
I mean,
have the
unless
Mini, I
unless
don't
you know
think-
they come up with some mini signature or something. But I
Yeah.
haven't heard anything about that.
I have the Mini. I don't think it's that powerful. I don't think you want to throw that on there.
Yeah, I have the equivalent of a mini, and yeah, it the processor doesn't handle the
What
audio.
Z-Do?
That's
Yeah,
what
a
she said.
Z-Do version? You mean like a smaller?
Mhm, yeah. And I did a manual firmware on it, and just
Yeah,
set.
I mean, totally honestly, I mean, compared to all these other high end players, the Mini is a very underperforming product.
Yeah.
But
It's
I mean, it's
just
good
a
for us
player.
for
Yeah.
an auxiliary room or a bedroom connected to your network, maybe. But that's
Yeah.
about
Oh,
it.
it works great for me. The poster walls fast as all get out, and I have hundreds of movies. I do like a 5x15 row, and they scroll seamlessly,
Hmm.
and it does good at. It doesn't do tone mapping per se, but it has its own contrast brightness settings that are pretty good, and that's the old original version. But I'm gonna put my 8K version in there and see how well the upscaling works for like the 1080p stuff, because I was like, oh yeah, I never did do that.
So calling out master lessons last week on my channel when you guys had the show, he said that ready to be a guest on your next show, build is done. So master lessons, send us an email to hometheaterhublive@gmail.com so that we can get you scheduled onto the show. And that goes for anybody else that would like to join us on the show. Please send us an email. We definitely need guests. We are looking to add a little bit more of industry people also. But we built this channel on tours. So if you guys have been on the show previously and you've done some updates to your theater, reach out to us because we'd love to have you back on to see what you've done, what improvements you made, or what trial and error you've gone through. We'd love to have you here at hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I know I'm still trying to reach 1,000. Ike, what are you pushing? 2,000 now?
Yeah.
Pushing 2,000. Brews and Views, what are you at now, Paul?
500, 6, no,
about 100. So make sure you guys are subscribing to that channel. Bill, where can they find you at, sir?
Murphonicshometheater.com, and you can email me directly at murphonics@gmail.com.
Very good, very good. So we appreciate everyone tuning into the show, and until next time, lights down, sound up, and don't blame us for your next upgrade.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
See ya.
Stay on in the background, guys.